And we're live. Hello, everyone.
Oh,
are we making sounds now?
Yeah, we're
Hi.
making sounds.
Not that sound.
yeah.
So, let's do our intros and all of that, and we'll get right into the meat and potatoes of it. Hello. I am one of the humble dungeon masters, Bryce. Nice to see you all, if you are returning. To my side, I have Bug.
Hello, I am Bug, your co-DM of the day. Welcome back to Damocles Rising.
Yeah, wow. Next up, we have playing Laculo River.
Hi, I'm a little sick, but it's fine.
Yeah. After that, playing Dorda, we have Max.
Hello. My car.
My car. Oh, gosh.
Oh God.
Oh, man. Hella
Oh my
sick.
god.
Holy
Uh-oh.
shit.
Uh-oh.
You're fucking
I'm
dying
fine.
over there.
You might
I'm
want to have your finger on that mute button, buddy.
I'm widowy. I'm widowy okay. I'm widowy fine. There's nothing
Literally
wrong with
fine.
me.
Nothing bad
Yeah,
happens.
totally.
The joke's too
Yes, you
funny.
need to stop
Calm
asking
down.
me about your problems.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
You may be fine, but I don't want to fucking hear all that. So,
Yeah, I might catch it over online, dude. Fucking.
Computer virus.
The mute button is essentially a mask. Wear it at your own risk.
stand six decibels away from me.
6 decibels away. All right. So, continuing, playing Eldara, we have Julie.
Hey, watch out, I'm acting here.
Holy shit. Hot on the tail of Julie, we've got playing Divini, Melanie.
Hello, everyone.
After that, we have playing Arver, Geno. Arvier, sorry.
Yeah. If anybody wants to send me one McChicken, I will send my address to one lucky view. No, I'm kidding.
I can do
I
that.
will dox myself to one lucky viewer.
I'll send
Dox
you a
myself for
McChicken, Gina.
one McChicken.
I would dox myself for 2 McChickens with extra mayonnaise, personally.
There we go.
Why?
Specifically a spicy McChicken.
Yeah.
Yes, correct.
Give me your
That's
address.
the only way to have
DM me.
McChickens.
Hand it over. Lastly, we have playing Rayanne, TK.
You didn't say but not leastly this time. Did I do something wrong?
Yes.
You kept
No,
making
you're just
jokes
not
about me
leastly.
saying leastly, and I was like, okay. So I'm going to leave that out now.
It's live. You can't do that.
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
I go in order. All right. So, getting into it. Last we left off, after finishing up your stone stew, as it were, your chili, you all conversed with more of the revolutionaries, and while waiting for Dorda's ride to be towed from the census building parking, or roadside parking, you all essentially were asked, rather trepidatiously, if you would join their cause and maybe do a mission or two if you have the time or are looking to do some fight the good fight, as it were. Now, the car, as Dorda had mentioned, is in disrepair, if anyone was concerned of the car. The poor thing is definitely going to need some work. So, while you're here, you might as well help out while they fix up your ride. The rest of you, more of just kind of...
You all did agree to this. I would like to take this time to remind each and every one of you that you all did agree to this, more or less, to varying degrees.
varying degrees.
Whether that's with your whole heart or not, I don't need to know, because you said yes.
Okay, what the fuck does that mean?
It's okay.
Fine.
It's fine. Nothing bad ever happens
Um,
in Alternia, ever.
some of you...
Ever.
So our three guests to the Beanstalk did spend their night in those inflatable raccoons that Eldara was so kind to help get ready for you. They've kind of been placed in different spots. One of you is in a hive block that is shared with a couple of other regular residents. One of you is kind of like tucked away in a different like side room. You're sleeping separately, but you still are kind of like, you have the potential to have been bunking with other people, just not necessarily each other.
Yeah. So, to get us into it, as it were, Luculo, you awake from a start from a nightmare? A dream, definitely, but a nightmare in its own right. You chose death over helming. And a voice reminded you there is always a choice. Now, your evening is just beginning. How do you proceed after such an awful night terror?
I guess the first thing I'm gonna do is like start taking a walk, get my mind on literally anything else.
Yeah, absolutely.
I try to quietly leave the room so I don't wake up the other people in it.
Okay. So, you go on a walk. You get to see anywhere particular? Are you going outside, just throughout the building, generally?
I want to go to the equipment I linked up with the night before.
Okay. Yeah, absolutely. I would say it is early enough in the evening where Marcus isn't around fiddling with wires or like getting the screens to cooperate. So it is primarily empty. There aren't many who wake up this early. But yeah, you are at his workstation.
Seeing the place abandoned, I'm going to quickly reconnect back with Marcus's surveillance equipment and just look at anything and everything I can find regarding the fire, the beanstalk, basically trying to find any information available about this place and to see if I can find anything about the fire.
Okay, absolutely. Let me see. Go ahead, roll me brains. Why not? We'll say DC 5. Simple enough.
Which of these bitches is my D10? Is this one? Okay. 8. +1.
+1. There we go. So on a 9, you scour the current radio chatter between the subjugglators, what seems to be surveillance in the surrounding area, and just general radio chatter. Doesn't seem there is anything of note, aside from like general cleanup, but that's more of like you hear as the evening begins, like the delegation between certain people over radio to like, you know, hey, go over here, work on this with these people and stuff like that. So nothing that points in the direction of like who done it, but more of just recuperating from the disaster.
Do I am
Sorry, go ahead.
Continue.
what do I find regarding the beanstalk? Like anything?
No, it seems to be pretty clear. The beanstalk seems to be pretty off of the radar, as it were. It doesn't seem like there's anyone investigating.
Okay, so no blatant eyes on the place.
Definitely not. I want to say, like, the last time you did this, the last time you connected, maybe you would have heard Mother's name, which is Mifera. You would have heard her name over the airwaves. That she was there with her protesters as usual, but they don't suspect that she or any of us are involved. As far as everyone else is concerned, she's completely harmless. Especially considering, specifically Mother's organization has never gone out of their way to harm anyone or anything like that. They haven't even ever actually managed to disrupt anything that the Empire has had planned, any events or anything like that. The very first high-profile event they've ever attended was the census gathering. So, we're very much off the radar.
Yeah, I immediately disconnect after I get everything I want, or rather, find nothing I wanted.
As you are disconnecting, you turn around just as Mother clears her throat. Well, good evening, Loculo. What,
Good evening to you too.
what brings you down here so early?
Oh, just your subpar soper failing to keep nightmares out, so I thought you'd be wanting to know about that, Mifera.
She raises her eyebrows a little bit, but they settle back into their place. Her lips are a little bit pursed as she goes, Okie dokie then. I'm sorry to hear about your night's sleep, Laculo. I did tell Eldara to use the premium soaper, but as you can see, we do have a lot of trolls to take care of, so we'll make sure to use the good stuff next time. I'll even check myself if you'd like.
Do what you want.
Also, absolutely charmed to hear my name coming from you. I mean, most folks around here just call me Mother, but I'm happy to go by my first, last name, whatever you want to call me. Just don't call me late for dinner. Anywho, I happen to notice that you've, taken quite the liking to Marcus's tech.
It's pretty impressive for something a kid made in, presumably in his bedroom. But mostly I just like to stay in the know on things happening.
And you know what?
It's
I can appreciate that. You know, between you and me, you're right. Marcus did make all of this, you know, right here on site with just stuff we had lying around. I mean, I supplied him with all the CCTVs and, you know, bits and bobs that I picked up from my travels. Kid always loved to tinker with the stuff, so thought it was the least I could do, but you seem like a highly intelligent young person, and I was wondering if maybe you would consider mentoring our young Marcus. Just a little bit, while you're here. I don't mean to pry, but I did see that port behind your ear, and I know you're halfway to helmed, so to speak. So, just any amount of encouragement you could give the lad would be very much appreciated.
I suppose I could give him a few points in maintaining the equipment. Some of it's immaculately built, but some of it looks a little worse for wear.
You're definitely right. A lot of that has to do with the age of all the things he's gathered, don't you know? But... And she puts her hand on your shoulder lightly and just squeezes it affirmatively and says, I just really appreciate that you're here. Thanks for being on board.
Yeah, Lakulo's not really going to respond to that verbally, and he always scowls, so it's always kind of a little hard to read them, but the scowl looks a little softer than usual.
I'll take it. She, takes a step back, and, her eyes just kind of, like, linger between Loculo's for a second, like searching for something. And then she sighs. Okie dokie then. Good talk. I have a bit of work to do. This evening I have some errands to run later, so see you at breakfast?
See you at breakfast.
And she shuffles off back to her office and shuts the door behind her.
So, with Mother leaving the interaction, how would you like to spend the rest of your time while you were waiting for everyone else to start filing in?
Until breakfast starts, I'm just gonna watch the CCTV manually, just to keep like a general guy in the chair eyeing things.
Okay, yeah, absolutely. You remain vigilant. Let's see. The rest of you wake up from a dreamless sleep, quite peacefully. Time has passed, and you are unconscious. No longer, however. It's a little bit later, around mid-morning, basic, mid-evening, fucking A.
You'll get there, hon. It's okay.
Yeah, I know. It's weird.
Nocturnal life kind of makes language hard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I genuinely was thinking about it, like on like my car ride home from work one day. I was like, I feel like they'd call their nights mornings, though. You know, like.
Correct. I definitely
Yeah.
feel that.
But
You know, I was trying to come up with something clever, but Norning doesn't really sound that good.
morning does not sound good.
Awful.
No, what do you? That sounds amazing. What are you talking about? Sounds great.
Good morning.
You
Good
could call it
morning.
night rise or something.
Yes, mevening.
I think good morning, good
Right.
evening should be
Unfortunately,
the.
we have to stick to those now.
Yeah.
I was gonna say dite, but that one's a little better.
Dite.
That was a little
That's
close. to a
Little,
word.
little close.
It's a
Yeah,
little close.
yeah.
It's a perfectly fine word.
But you all wake from your slumber, and along with many other of trolls, like you can see a few of them are like setting up for the day. Like Libin is starting cooking for breakfast, along with what was it? their names escape me. Plady begins setting up so they can tend to their.
Lady's been up for.
Yeah, Plady.
hours.
Plady probably was like awake when Laculo was, but they were probably outside, more than likely.
Correct.
But characters like Libin and stuff are like filing in, starting to make breakfast. Marcus is very sleepily, like coming down the main stairway. Sees Laculo just, Norning.
Morning.
Maybe this is beanstalk lingo. It's their slang.
Yeah, beanstalk lingo. I agree.
I'll take it.
Yeah, he just, you're up early.
It pays to have little sleep when you're keeping an eye on things. Don't do that though. You're still young.
Yeah, I like sleep a little too much.
You couldn't pay him to get out of bed on time.
Yeah.
Ugh.
You know, kid, I'm a mechanic professionally. If you want, I could give you a hand around here with this equipment, teach you how to repair it when it needs repairing, that kind of thing.
At you saying that, it looks almost like immediately Marcus is like fully awake. He goes, "Really? I mean, if that's cool, I'd love to learn a thing or two. I mean,
Yeah. Yeah, and, you know, there's a few things here that maybe you could do with a small upgrade. Not your fault at all. Don't want to downplay your skill here. This is amazing, but, you know, some of it's starting to show its age a little bit.
yeah,
And I got a few ideas to help you get it up.
yeah, that I'd love to hear them. Hey, I mean, this is like my passion, I guess. So, like, I mean, I understand it's not perfect, but you know, I'd love to hear someone who does this professionally.
Perfect's a myth. If perfect existed, we wouldn't need rebellion.
Yeah, definitely true. Speaking of, I'll have all of the information and also be your like man in the van. Whenever we go out later.
But he'll tell you all about that stuff, like later when everyone's awake. Come on, I have to go do my books. Are you gonna come with me or?
I'll come with. Hey, look cool. I'll swing back around, and we can talk shop, as it were.
Sure.
See you around.
Bye.
See you, kids.
Quincy drags Marcus by the hand into Mother's office as well.
Hell yeah.
I love the pale bros.
I love them. They're sweet little gay boys.
Little guys.
Little guys.
Little guys.
Give them a little pat on the head.
I sure hope Bryce doesn't use his one shot. And
I sure do hope you don't get attached to these characters.
Gee,
Yeah,
I sure
oh,
hope
it's
you
too late
don't
for that.
love our characters, that we specifically engineered for you to love them.
it's far too
all
fucking
stand
late
in a
for
line,
that.
and that's when Bryce uses his one bullet.
Yeah.
God.
Get as many collateral as possible.
Take out Igneous, Marcus, and Quincy all at the same time.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
Mother.
God.
Real and
Oh.
true.
He's like, you lined up
Ugh.
perfectly. Finally.
The perfect moment.
Finally. I start actually using battle maps and fucking... I put
No.
all of the NPCs in a line. I'm like, yes. Yes.
Anyway, it is the equivalent at this point of about 8 a.m. ish. troll time. How do you think you guys are waking up, the rest of you?
I've already been awake. I've been out helping Easter with the veggies.
Oh, I
So
love that.
I don't really. Yeah, she always wakes up super early, and I don't like it when she's out there alone. So I go out, help her out. Sometimes a bit begrudgingly, I'll admit.
So fair.
But Penny's good.
But she really appreciates it. I would say, since you've been up for a couple of hours, I would say you and Easter are probably in one of her fields. You're almost finished at this point. It's still really hot out, though, because the sun has only just gone down when you, had just come out here. You've been out here for about an hour now or two.
We tend to come out for the sunset.
Exactly. So it's a little hot out. You're kind of sweating under the collar a little bit. And you have been helping her this morning, specifically gather a bunch of potatoes for breakfast. You've got a big old wicker basket, and she's got one too. And it is hard work getting down there in the dirt and everything. But at this point, you would just be coming inside with Easter. She's leading you in through the side entrance to the kitchen specifically.
With how much work she's been doing, Eldara's clearly a little disheveled to her. It's wildly so, but she's got her tie slightly pulled down and her hair's a little messy.
She
And
got some dust
God
on her
forbid-
knees.
Yeah, God forbid her sleeves are rolled one higher than she usually does.
Oh,
That looks
scandalous.
like a
I know. Ooh,
What's
the
next?
elbow.
Showing off her ankles?
Anyway, Easter plops down her big old basket of potatoes and dusts off her hands. Okay, Libin, I have your potatoes.
Oh, hey. Thanks, guys. I really appreciate it.
Oh yeah, nothing like the root to start us off today, right?
Thank you for your help, Easter. Easter, fucking Eldara. I know names. Thank you for your help, Eldara.
It's no worry at all, Easter.
I'm probably gonna go back out there, but you don't have to because you have big
You have a
mission
take a
things
break.
today, right?
Sure I do, but you ever take a break? I do worry that you're gonna get burnt by staying up too late sometimes.
Oh, No, I'm fine. If anything, I can just use that parasol that Mother lent me. I'll be okay.
You insist.
I have to go check my cabbages and stuff and make sure that there aren't any slugs left over.
God forbid they be outside.
Delicious. Slug.
Anyway,
Bye.
since today's mission day, you should, go get nice and pretty like you like to get. I mean, not that you're not already pretty. I'm just saying that I know you like to be proper and I made you pick potatoes all morning. So, anyway, bye. And she's gonna go out the door.
You know, sometimes even I can't understand her. So yeah, Eldara tightens the tie back up, dusts off her knees, and goes to change. Does she run into anyone on her way there?
I definitely, hold on. Give me 2 seconds.
Consulting the list.
I really
The
need to have
list.
this on paper and not in Discord.
I'm sorry.
It's
Having physical media is really good for DM notes, actually. Like, I used to have a notebook of everything.
I need to transcribe everything. Remind me to do that.
Yeah.
Let me roll a die.
Speaking of, someone else needs to take notes this session because I'm traveling, so I don't have my notes.
So fair.
Little notebook thing.
I can't do it. I'm terrible at taking notes.
Geno.
Why are you looking at me?
I'm opting for you to be a note taker.
I also am opting for Geno to
Voluntold?
be note taker.
I'm pretty sure if you tell somebody to do something, you're offering your own services.
No, I'm so bad at it.
We're all bad at it. We're autistic.
That's why you're pointing that tone, buddy.
So, while you are making your way over to get changed, essentially, go to your room and get all cleaned up, you run into teacher.
Oh, hey, teacher.
Hello there. How are you doing?
Oh, as usual, Miss Briggs. I start the day early and see where it takes me. How has it gone with you?
I'm... Well, not nearly as busy as you are this morning. And she, like, looks at your dirty-ass
I doubt
clothes.
that.
Yeah. And she... Yeah, she just kind of nods, just goes, I myself am going to be teaching the young ones today, but I know it's a busy day for you, correct?
As I've heard, but haven't gotten as many details as I would have wanted to.
I'm sure Marcus will fill you in.
As you two are talking, kind of bounding up the hall, like bare feet slapping on the metal gangway, is a little fish girl, a little violet blood, who comes up and tugs on teacher's skirts a little bit. She's like, "Good morning, teacher."
Oh,
Well, hi, Vivi.
hello, Vivian.
Today's the big day, right?
To,
I suppose it is.
To Eldara.
Yeah. I suppose it is. How long do you think it'll take?
I don't know. But it's gonna be really fun. Also, Marcus is really, really smart, so I know he'll get you back. I'm gonna be making something maybe for when you get back if you want.
Oh, really? Can I have a hint?
Okay, so you know how I made all those flyers for the protest, and then we didn't really get to get many of them out? I've decided that I'm gonna draw on the backs of them, and instead I'm gonna draw even better, newer flyers for our next protest. Except for this time, I'm gonna feature you on it because you were so good at it, and obviously you're always out there all the time, so I'm gonna put you on it and Mother on it, and you're gonna be the face of the rebellion. And she does like a sweeping motion with her arm.
Well, why? And you just kind of see like a little bit of a blush on the bridge of her nose. Why? I don't know what to say. It's not as if I'm the organizers.
teacher cuts in and she goes,
Well, I mean, I
you
help,
do a
but-
lot for the rebellion. It would be unheard of if you were not at least a face. You put yourself out there for protests every time.
No, but that's just my due part. Someone's gotta do it.
I knew you're just doing your part, but you're doing it really good. And she gives you a high five. Vivian kind of turns around and is walking backwards, facing you and teacher. She's clearly on her way to breakfast. She's like,
Okay,
I'll
watch
see you guys
for the
down there.
stairs.
Huh?
Watch for the stairs. Don't fall.
I won't.
Okay. I'll see you at breakfast. What did they call it?
Yeah, breakfast.
It's breakfast, dog. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, dude.
You're still breaking a fast.
Yeah, you're still
Breakfast
breaking
has
a
fast,
nothing to
yeah.
do with a day.
Breakfast does fall in line with Alternian terms too, doesn't it?
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yippee!
They would probably pronounce it break fast.
Yeah.
Name premium.
Right,
Or
you
break
Shut the fuck
first.
up.
early fast breaking.
Early fast breaking's crazy.
First fast break.
I would say that Eldara is still kind of like, just kind of touching, like her sternum, like, oh, wow, you know, it's just like wow, that was sweet. She kind of passes a glance to teacher, clearly wondering something, but changes her mind and asks instead, any sermons planned anytime soon? Could use to hear some words.
Possibly. I could arrange a small gathering for before you all leave. Though, first, I must make the rounds and wake everyone up.
Hard to deliver a sermon to no one.
Exactly.
Well, I'll be there. As always.
See you at breakfast.
See you at breakfast. And, goes, finishes, gets changed. Just kind of is ruminating over what was said. Wondering if she does do more than she recognizes. She just kind of runs over that in her head.
That's sweet.
That's sweet. Yeah. Otherwise, you go and get changed, make your way over to breakfast. Whilst you are doing that, correct me if I'm wrong, Arvier and Divini, are you both, like, twinning in the same room?
Yes.
Cool.
Yay!
You both hear a knock at your door.
We're sitting in a hot tub, 5 feet apart because they're besties.
Not quite.
Hello?
5 more minutes.
You hear muffled from the other side of the door, just, that won't cut it. It is time for breakfast.
Oh. Okay. How do we wake up food?
Fine.
How do we eat food? Come on.
Fine. I'm up.
She gets up and starts, like, doing her basic, like, getting ready rituals for the day.
Meanwhile, Arvier slept in his clothes.
Oh, so they're all damp?
They're damp, but he's ready.
They're soaked.
Damp,
dry off
but
quickly.
ready. Yeah.
Ew.
He's gonna go to breakfast like that?
He's gonna go to
You wanna do
breakfast
that,
all
but,
gooey? You're gooey, dude.
Pretty good for the night.
Fucking gooped up.
Damp but Ready is the name of my first album.
There we go.
I don't like that. I don't like that.
Name?
We're still coming up with the band name.
Band name, Sludge Sleepers.
Sledge Sleepers!
Sounds like the super cons.
Yeah.
So I hate it here.
Arvier, you exit the Recuper Raccoon fully clothed. It does dry off fast, but it does leave a very it doesn't bother you as much, but for others, it would be a very uncomfortable texture of the clothing when it dries. Like, lightly stiff. Like,
That's the second song.
yeah.
Shoved into place with wrinkles.
Yeah, I guess I walked into that one. Yeah.
I don't like any of you guys.
I don't like us either.
The idea of the clothes being starched wrinkly is
Yeah.
very uncomfortable.
Starched wrinkly
yeah.
is the exact vibe I'm going for
That's the
here.
third
Yeah.
song.
Yeah.
I was gonna say.
So I can only imagine, like, actually I'll describe it later because I think it's funny, but yeah, you both get ready. RV, are you more of just like stand in an A pose to like make sure everything dries?
I shake up most of it like a dog.
Yeah. Sending it
Arby,
fucking
Arby,
everywhere.
all over my room. Come on.
Hey, to be fair, you're the one that wanted to bunk with me.
Yeah, that is true. And I do enjoy you being here.
But yeah, you both get ready and exit. You can see, like, further down the hall, you see teacher, like, knocking on doors, waking the first level up, and, like, getting everyone, the first ring of people down for breakfast. You guys make your way over. RV, are you putting your shoes on over damp socks, or, like...
That luckily now.
Okay.
Oh, thank God.
Old to assume the shoes were taken off in the first place.
That's good point.
Yeah, they
Diabolical. Oh no.
Leaving.
I'm here he sleeps in his
Awful.
clothes. However, he doesn't sleep with socks or shoes on.
Okay,
so-
that was my main concern. Like,
Dogs out.
I don't know if the trolls have ever heard of trench foot, but you
excuse
know
me,
that's
the
how you
wolf
get it.
piece? The wolf piece, thank you.
Yeah.
Wait, so you're putting you're putting your socks on your goopy feet?
Well, they air dried.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, sure. That's
And there's
totally
towels to wipe down.
Yeah.
acceptable. You're assuming that he would use those?
No, he
he
posed until they were air dried, and then they put their socks and shoes on. Okay, that's what I wanted to clarify. Because like if you were just standing there with your socks on, the bottoms would still be sopping wet.
Yeah, no. Luckily, he's not that crazy.
Okay, cool.
I don't know, he might be.
Listen, my Moira is many things, but he is not completely insane.
Yeah. You
Yet.
you like lift your leg to put your feet into your shoes and hear the crunch of your clothes moving. There we go.
Ew.
Yeah. All right. You're welcome, everyone. All right. You guys
I
fucking
love
get out of
it.
there.
I love Nickelodeon Gak.
God.
Awful start, guys. Let's keep going.
Yeah. So you guys make your way down to the mess area to wait for breakfast. Next up, Rayanne. You hear a knock at your door, waking you once again. And on the other side, breakfast. Give or take about 5 to 10 minutes. So make your way down.
Okay.
You wake up from your slumber, and you can see curled up in the corner is one Igneous, who seems to have slept there, in the corner of the room.
Without a recoup?
Correct.
Correct.
Oh no.
Why would he do that to himself?
You know.
Because he's a small child and he doesn't think about these things.
I
I want to say you see him and he's
Okay.
still very much asleep. He's curled up under
Can
the
I go-
little poncho and he's got the big mixing bowl over his head, like over his face. And it's kind of rattling a little bit with his snores.
Okay, maybe a little bit of a world building question.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
If I wake him up, is he gonna wake up fucked up? Because he slept without slime.
Cranky, but not fucked up.
Okay.
It's like, so how I would describe it
That's the
is
band name.
if you sleep without sober, it's like waking up with a migraine. Or like
Okay.
an addition of like migraine plus the grogginess you feel when waking up out of sleep meds or like a lot of melatonin.
Or if you take like one of those fat naps where like where you didn't get undressed and all the textures are like printed in your body, like one of those good naps, but like you wake up with a
Okay.
headache.
You
Scars.
sleep too heavily.
I had that earlier.
You
Yeah.
sleep so heavily that you wake up with a migraine,
Yeah.
and you absolutely have
Okay.
nightmares.
So I'm gonna go and like try and wake him up.
Okay. You go over to wake him up. He snaps awake, like on like the lightest pressure of movement, and like the mixing bowl like scatters off like a foot away. He goes, good morning.
It's not morning. You slept like the whole morning. Norning? Oh. Norning. Are you okay? Why did you sleep on the floor?
I want to make sure you are sleeping well. I know this isn't your hive, so I was standing watch.
Oh my god. That's me TK freaking out because that's fucking adorable. Thank you. You didn't really have to do that. I appreciate it though.
No, us miners have to stick together.
He's swaying on his feet a little bit
Yeah.
as he says this. He's so groggy. He's so tired and out of it.
Oh.
Poor little baby.
I don't know what to do. You're just a child.
Well,
What does one do in
you
this
want
situation?
Because I have some options.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Option 1, you can take him down to breakfast with you. Or option 2, you can put him in your recupercoon and tell him to take a nap.
Okay.
That's what I would personally do in either situation.
I think
Those are the two choices.
okay. I think I'm gonna lead him towards the recupercoon and try and like persuade him to get in. Because if he doesn't look too hot,
Okay.
you know.
Give me a charm roll.
Which you...
Someone roll for me. I don't have my dice.
You can get a dice roller on your phone.
That is true.
That's what Fate uses.
What die?
Okay, one sec.
Let's see. So, you actually get a bonus on this because you are a teenager with rebellious. So you get a +3 to your roll when persuading children. Let me check.
It's charm?
Yeah, charm.
Okay. I got a 4 on my roll.
On what die?
Yeah.
Which kind of dice did you roll, TK?
I rolled a d4.
Okay, so
Oh.
it explodes.
Which
Yeah,
Roll
it
is my-
again.
explodes. Roll again.
Oh, right. I forgot. I got a 2.
Yippee.
Hell yeah. So 6 + 3 is 9.
You definitely...
You definitely
The difficulty was like 3. I'm
Right.
so for real.
So you lead Igneous over to the Recuperacoon. He goes and like convince him You should take a nap, buddy. He goes, okay. I'll take a nap. You should save me some food after you eat.
Yeah, what kind of food do you like?
Whatever Libin makes.
Okay, I'll save you some.
Yeah.
Get some sleep,
Okay.
please.
He very barely cognizant, just kind of slides into the raccoon.
Okay.
Baby.
I'm gonna rinse off and head to breakfast.
Fuck yeah. You do that. You make your way down. Everyone is gathered, at least those on... Except for Dorda. That's right. Oh my god. I was like...
One of us. We got it 50%. It's fine.
Yeah, I was like, I went down the list, and then I completely skipped over Dorda. That's my bad. I'm so sorry, Dorda.
And
He's been forgotten.
Yeah.
Bryce straight up fucking hates Dora.
Before it gets onto that gumball dimension where boring characters go.
Dorda, there's a knock at your door. Because teacher didn't forget you, but I did. You hear similarly as we have heard from the other ones, just breakfast, 5 to 10 minutes.
Very slowly gets out of the Rakupakun and as he stands up, every bone basically cracks, or the equivalent,
Felt, yeah.
And he spends way too much time looking in a shitty little mirror in the room to try to make sure that his comb over looks convincing, but it doesn't actually end up looking that great. So he eventually makes his way downstairs after he gets dressed.
Oh.
So sad.
Ew.
Yeah.
I'm just saying that Eldara happened to be there a lot earlier than everyone else, started praying immediately, and looks like maybe she's wrapping up as people start to sit down. Her food is cold.
Vibes. I would also like to say that as you all make your way down to the little dining area, it's kind of a different crowd than it was last night, towards the early morning, before you guys went to bed. You can definitely tell that, clearly there's enough people here that they're kind of eating in shifts. It seems like the early bird crowd is certainly out today, and that mostly consists of Mother is right there. She's got a big old plate of hash tubers and grub grits. It's a whole thing. And she's kind of surrounded by a little gaggle of much younger trolls. These smaller children just kind of jumping all over her and, standing on the picnic table benches and generally making a bit of a ruckus. But she's smiling like the dickens. She looks like she's having a great morning, sipping on some, fresh orange juice. And as you all kind of make your way down, she waves, but she's not getting up to go greet you. She's kind of busy at this point. But the tables are about half full by the time you all file in. Are you sitting together, sitting by yourself?
I'm simply already sitting. The other people are too empty.
Dorda will cautiously sit nearby the group.
Nice.
Yeah.
Do you mean like
Similar.
at the table, like where your back would be to the other people, like on the bench, like just adjacent, or at the actual same table?
At the same table, but like the complete opposite side.
Okay.
Yeah,
Far
that,
corner.
that tracks.
Got it. Okay.
Ah. Good morning. Hello.
God, sorry, I dropped one of my dice. I'm looking for it. Good
Oh
morning.
no!
I thought he was just ignoring her.
Yeah, just
I found
fucking
it.
stone
We're good.
cold silent.
He's reading the newspaper. We don't know where he got it though.
For his car
I
dying.
don't know where he got it.
It's like a newspaper from like the year before.
Exactly.
Yeah.
He found it in a pile on his way down.
Didn't we use
Completely
that to prop up
outdated.
the- Didn't we use that to prop up a wobbly desk? What do you got that for?
Sorry, I can't hear you. I'm reading.
Oh,
Then, what a welcoming man you are. She just goes back to eating.
real. How about the rest of you?
Yeah.
There's 4 of you left,
Yeah.
unaccounted for.
Rayanne is gonna sit somewhere in between them,
Nice.
but not particularly next to either one of them.
I'm assuming you're putting rocks in your grits this morning.
Have you picked up the food already? Yeah.
Why the fuck wouldn't Rayanne put rocks? Like, duh.
What are you, fucking insane?
My
Yeah.
question is, has Rayanne picked up just one plate for themselves, or have they picked up a second one for Igneous too?
There is a second plate that is not being touched.
Oh, you look hungry today.
Do I?
Yes. You got some food? I thought it'd be for you.
Oh, it's not for me. It's for Igneous.
Is it? You want to help
Yeah.
me give him a
The-
gift?
Does Igneous have a habit of not sleeping in the Recuperacune? Or is this like out of the ordinary?
Is it out of the ordinary? Would I know?
Kind of give or take, you definitely would know.
Yeah.
Igneous,
She's pretty protective of Igneous.
I want to say, give me a brains roll right now.
Oh, okay. Brains. D6. Oh, it's a +1 though.
Nice.
Brains are good for your heart. But you eat more
Okay. D6. It's a 5 + 1. That's a 6.
Wonderful.
Me and the boys at Ep.3, I'm looking for beans.
So you think about it for a second, and you remember that when Igneous first got here, whenever he first started showing up around the beanstalk, Plady actually was the first one to find him because he had wiggled his way into the shaded part of the beef grub pen and was just kind of like sleeping under the hay to keep the sun out. And now that he kind of has been drafted as an official member of the Beanstalk, Mother even had like a little ceremony for him a little while back. He does sleep in a Recuperacune. You'll recall that there actually is a big room that Teacher sleeps in, where all the smallest children kind of reside in their own little Recuperacoones. It's mostly all the kids who don't have Luci. The kids with Luci will get their own rooms, or with rooms with kids that, you know, also have Luci, but their Luci aren't going to fight with each other. You get what I'm saying.
Yeah, it's a cohabitation area.
Exactly. So, Teacher kind of like takes care of all the smaller members of the Beanstalk, and it's, you know that Igneous, whenever he's really excited about something, or whenever he, has a new person of interest that he's following the coattails of, he often will fall asleep in the darndest of places.
Rand, did you mention Igneous already?
Yeah, I asked if he normally sleeps outside of a
Okay.
Recoup Raccoon, or if this is like a special case.
Okay. I just forgot if you mentioned his name or not. Alright,
Yeah.
Well, not all the time, but did you notice something different?
I noticed him sleeping on the floor in the corner of my room.
Oh, that's not... Well, it means he likes you, but, that's not good for him.
No, I wouldn't think it would be good for him.
How... Did you talk to him? Was he awake?
I put him in the Recoup Raccoon so that he could get some real sleep.
Eldara, relaxes a little bit. That's for the best. Thank you. Not a lot of people look out for him.
Did you say not a lot of people?
Correct.
I mean, there's just a few... Yeah, there's the elders tend to take a look out, but, not everybody is agreeing to watch everybody just by living in the stock,
There's a lot of kids,
There's
and
a lot
only
of
so
people
many
here.
adults who are willing to wrangle them.
Fair enough.
And Lucii. Adults and Lucii.
Does
No,
He does not.
he doesn't anymore.
Are you asking if he's got a custodian? No, not anymore. He used to. He gets a little lonely. Well, I'm glad you hit it off.
he is very excited about rocks, which is the correct
Aren't you?
amount. Yes. The correct amount is the very excited amount.
Well, I'll take your word for it. Though, I did keep him a little bit of rubble from from the explosion. Isn't that strange?
That's fucking amazing.
I got more than one. You want one?
Yes.
He takes a hunk. I don't know if I've ever said that she carries a little tiny backpack on her all the time.
I kind of assumed.
And in there is two little chunks of rock. There's more, but she takes two bigger ones out and says, "You want to give it to him?"
It would be my honor.
Sure, I'll love it.
This is
I
amazing.
think
Not only is it
just keep talking,
is it
Matt.
a gifted rock, not only is it the highly coveted concrete, but it is also a memento from when I almost died, but I didn't because of my hard hat.
See? You survived. It's always good
It's
to
pr-
people
it's
remember
proof
those
that
things you've
that
forgotten.
hard hats are necessary accessory.
Yeah, you might be convincing me.
I don't. You're gonna have to figure something out to
Oh,
hard hats are not conducive to all horn shapes.
well, maybe you can help me
Unfortunately.
figure one out?
I think if anyone wants anything bad enough, you can figure it out.
I might ask you for some help.
Especially if it's about rocks and hard hat safety.
I'll know who to go to.
Yes.
Eat before your food gets cold.
Rocks are always cold, so it's really not that big of a difference. Well,
you're
some
not
rocks are
wrong.
hot, actually. That's not true. They're not always cold. Most rocks are room temperature, or as I like to call it, rock temperature.
She is just smiling at him like this kid's hilarious.
Oh my god, rock temperature.
Because all of my rooms are made of rock, but also the rocks are usually that temperature, so it's rock temperature.
Outstanding.
I think it works very well.
Oh my god.
He starts eating his
Spoiled
food.
Is that how I sound when I talk about tabletop games?
In the best way? Yeah. / pause.
Alright.
Now.
You went no fuck you / neg for me.
Yeah,
Now
that's so fair.
Rayanne is in possession of 2 hunks of concrete from the explosion.
You got two concrete.
Da 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 da.
Concrete baby.
I can now.
Oh no, not a
carry,
concrete
like,
baby.
I can now carry like 7 pounds more in my backpack.
I would say like
Chunks,
2
they're like
pounds,
handfuls.
but that's fair.
Unless you picked up really big chunks, in which case, like...
Giant boulders.
She did.
Okay. That puts it into perspective.
Not boulders. She got like hunks that she has to like kind of grip in her hands.
Okay.
Outstanding.
RV, Div, Luculo, where y'all at in this moment?
I think that like RV and Div are just gonna be like just now showing up, just like a little bit later, cause
Were you in the food line?
yeah, just
Yeah.
You really gotta stop sleeping in your clothes. It's how sticky you are.
Look, it's a lot more comfortable.
It's song in the
Plus,
album.
It's not like I exactly have a change of clothes here.
I mean, fine, that is fair. I mean, I guess. All right.
Mother's ears kind of perk up, and she like turns a little bit on the bench that she's sitting on to face RV, and she's like, "Oh, dear, look at your clothes. Well, if you needed a change of clothes, RV, there are those nice robes that I sewed you."
Yeah, but look, in the nicest way. Those are more for like mission stuff. This is more like, I gotta keep casual.
Well, I have great news for you, because today is mission stuff.
It is true. It is mission day.
Just gently underneath, like, a whisper, just fuck.
And remember, you signed up for this.
Go put on the mission clothes. Stop being so sticky.
Oh, wow. At this point,
Is that even a good idea? Isn't it a spy mission?
well,
It's like a stealth mission.
It's
the
like
robes are
whenever they're,
very
like,
generic.
It's like they're
Oh, okay.
walking across
It's-
like a hard tile floor, and it's just you hear like Velcro sounds, basically.
Yeah.
Fucking insane. No, the point of the robes is in fact stealth. The point of the robes is so that it covers like your sign and any color on you, so that you're less identifiable.
Wait, but in this case, wasn't he meant to look casual because of he was being the distraction?
Oh, fine.
Not to advocate for the sticky, because I also would rather him not be sticky, but
I'll find you some extra clothes, RV.
yeah. I think it might
It's not
be.
too much trouble, I promise. We're always finding donations here and there.
Fine. Can you at least find something that's at least similar to what I'm usually wearing?
I'll do my best. At this point, Mother has finished eating, and she's kind of like picking small children off of herself like fleas. Just kind of like one of them's climbing up the back of her dress, and the other one's trying to get on her lap, you know, and she's like, oh.
Are there any wrigglers on her?
Kids! No wrigglers
Okay.
on her, but the youngest is probably about the equivalent of like a 2-year-old.
Oh my god.
Ages like
You need a hand there,
2 to
Ma.
6 type deal. At least 3 or 4 of them. Mid to low spectrum. And she gets up and she's grabbing her plate. She's like, oofda! Okay, kids, okay. I know you're going to miss me, but it's just my normal errand day. Jeez Louise. She's gathering her dishes with a clatter, and she turns towards your table and, you know, walks on up and is like, good morning. How y'all
Good
feeling
morning,
today?
Ma. Just chipper. And then she just like looks at the rest of the table, expecting everybody to answer.
Dorda
I
just
mean,
kind of looks on with like huge fucking bags under his eyes.
Morning.
Morning.
Okay
certainly
then.
is an ording.
Okie dokie. Well, I just finished my break fast, but I have some errands to run today. But Marcus has you covered. We had a meeting all morning covering all the aspects, and this really is his baby anyway. I have some errands to run further in town, but I know you'll be in great hands. And if you really, really, really need me, Halford has a radio on him that can contact me wherever I am.
Do I have a radio?
Huh?
Do I have a radio?
Do you
That's
have a
something I would
radio?
just have.
Not at this present moment.
Okay.
You might later. It depends. She kind of like does a little bit of a stretch and she's like, well, I'm off. Living, teacher, hold down the fort.
Libin like waves from behind a counter. Goes, yeah, have a good one. Stay safe.
Thank you, dear.
Teacher nods,
Now, ta living.
beginning to like corral the little ones together. As a placeholder climbing posts for the small ones, essentially, while Mother is away.
Eldara catches teacher's gaze, gives a respectful nod. We're heading on.
Anyway, like I said, Marcus should be around any minute. He's just... Oh, you know, young love and all that. He and Quincy are doing Quincy's books together. I swear, those two are attached at the hip. Anywho. Well, I best hoof it.
Yeah.
You all have a nice morning. And she goes on over to her office where her normal, like, big old day carpet bag is kind of parked next to the door. And she slings it over her shoulder. And she rings this, like, little... It's essentially like a dinner triangle, you know, those triangles people ring to get people's attention. It's like the dinner one, but it's a little bit smaller. And it's essentially just to announce to the beanstalk that she's going to be out for the day. And she walks out the big double doors. Bye, everyone!
And you hear like a cacophony of "Bye, Mom!" from like a bunch of trolls throughout the building.
I'm
I'll see you on the flip side, Ma.
Not too long later, I'd say by the time you guys are like finishing up your food, Marcus joins at the table with Quincy in tow, like gathering everyone, just like, okay, everyone here?
all here.
Oh wait. I have something I need to go do really quick.
Okay.
Can I have a moment?
Yeah, we can hang out. Go for it.
Okay. He takes the plate of extra food and the extra rock and runs off.
Okay. Yeah, you run off. I imagine you're going to be leaving it in the room next to the Recoup Raccoon.
Yes. I don't want him to oversleep though.
Mm-hmm.
So I probably wake him up.
Okay. Yeah. We could say like you enter the room. He conked out. He's just floating in the vat.
I'm gonna poke him. I have food, and I have a rock for you.
Yeah. It, like immediately a rock and flails around, splashing in the soaper slime to like
Try to get up a little bit.
yeah, get up and like level out. He goes, "Oh my gosh, really? So soon?"
Yes, yeah. Well, it's not from me. It's from Eldara, but I get to deliver it to you with your food. So you can have your food here, and also this chunk of concrete from the explosion.
Concrete.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
It's special because it's from when I almost died.
Did your hard hat save you?
Duh. Yeah, that's why hard hats are so important. They can really save your life.
Oh my gosh, I knew it.
Yeah.
And he like
So
he doesn't quite wait to get like completely dry to like rush over to where the mixing bowl was on the floor and put it back on his head.
yeah, that's good.
Sliding
That's
out
good.
of
Good.
the Recoup
Yeah.
Good
Raccoon.
instinct.
Like,
You
slipping
always
across
wanna.
the
You
floor.
always wanna have. You always wanna have your hard hat on you if you can. It's really important. It's really important.
Yeah.
Have that
I'm
hat on deck.
always gonna have it with me. Always.
Yeah. Good job. You know what you're talking about.
Yeah. And he like takes the concrete and like very clearly struggles to hold it for a moment. He's like, "Oh my gosh, that's a lot of concrete."
Yeah, it's pretty big. It's a good find.
I agree. This is going at the center of my altar.
Do you think when he's older that Raynard likes to walk into bars going, "A beer for me and one for the road," with a slab of asphalt?
Shut up.
That's his mate's Brit, a slab of asphalt.
Oh my fucking god.
That ass. Falls.
Yeah,
That's
except
the
he'd
most
have
beautiful-
he'd have to ask for something that's on the rocks, and then he puts
Yeah.
rocks in it. He's like, this isn't on the rocks. You didn't understand what I wanted.
Like fishes out the ice with like dirty ass hands and then drops a bunch of rocks into the glass. Yeah, I can see it.
Just cloudy
It's
with
like,
dirt.
this is what I meant when I said on the rocks. Clearly
The
didn't understand.
the rocks are cold enough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
Rock
rock temperature,
temperature.
which is the perfect temperature for my drink. Anyways, he's gonna be like, oh, I have to go because we're doing like a thing. We're doing like a meeting, I guess. I don't know. I have to be there, but I wanted to make sure you got your food and your concrete.
Thank you. Enjoy the meeting. I hope it goes well.
Yeah. Also, mother left. I don't know what she's doing, but it seemed like she was kind of announcing it to everyone. So maybe you would know. Like I could tell you.
Okay. She is busy a lot, so I'm kind of sad I didn't get to say goodbye, but hopefully she'll be back later.
Yeah, she's coming back. Don't worry.
Okay. Thank you for the food. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, and hey, next time, if you wanna sleep in this room, that's okay. Just like, let's get you a raccoon to be in, so you're not on the floor.
Okay. I'll get a teacher to move mine if that's okay.
It's okay with me. I just don't want you to sleep on the floor, man. It's not good for you.
It's fine.
No. Okay. Look, think of it this way. Sleeping on the floor is like sleeping on top of all of your favorite rocks. That's not good for them.
Yeah, some of them have a hardness scale that isn't conducive to large pressure. So
Yes, exactly. And so you want to be good to your rocks, right? So you got to sleep in your raccoon.
yeah, okay, yeah. And he like gives you a little thumbs up.
I give him a thumbs up back and I scurry off.
Okay. You make your way back down the stairs and rejoin the group at the table. In that time frame, Marcus is simply just like, "How's everyone's food?"
Pretty grand.
Well, I guess that's representative of the time they spent.
Yep.
Awkward silence abounds.
You know that look? Okay, so you know that look that you give like a speaker who's at like a school who's doing like a bullying assembly. That kind of like, how is everybody doing today? That type of look.
That dead silence of just like, good, yeah.
The real question is, does he
notices-
ask twice? Does he say, well, that's not good enough, and then he asks again?
I don't think Marcus is that bad, but maybe,
Okay, good talk.
yeah, just more of like a, all right then, cool.
Well,
And then,
I
like-
think there's nothing like a good meal right from the garden.
Yeah.
And she like gives like a very sharp smile at everyone.
You just see Easter, who's sitting on the bench, like, with her back to you, just kind of, like, turns around and gives you a little sheepish smile.
It's a much softer smile at her.
But around now, like, Ryan comes scurrying down the stairs and, like, meets back up at the table. He goes, oh, okay, welcome. I imagine Luculo was just kind of hanging out with, quietly eating.
Did
Not
you even
gonna
get to the
Look,
table? Did
hello.
we discuss that?
No, we didn't.
I didn't
So,
think so.
I'm just
I
gonna
was
say-
waiting for you.
I'm just gonna say it's at this point that Loculo kind of walks up with a half unwrapped protein beetle and a huge cup of coffee, and just stares at everyone menacingly before biting the beetle's head off and taking a deep swig of the coffee.
Fuck yeah.
Hell yeah.
I was genuinely thinking, like, when Bug was describing Mother, like, just having an orange juice and breakfast, and it's like, man, not having caffeine to like wake up is like actually kind of fucking serial killer vibes to me.
Rude. It's
Eldara
vitamin
didn't
C.
have any
That'll
either.
wake you up.
That is true, but also like caffeine.
Yeah, Loculo's
Yeah,
drinking
yo.
the equivalent of brewing espresso with Monster Energy drink.
Fuck yeah.
No.
Like, this is basically the caffeine equivalent of jet fuel in a fucking bottle.
Oh god.
They have like
Where did you get it? Did you make
Oh.
Libin make that for you? Did you like go up to him and give him the shit for it?
Yeah, it's... What it actually is, it's espresso made with filtered mined honey as the replacement for water.
Oh my god.
It's literal fucking drugs.
heavily diluted, I hope.
Dane.
Oh no! That's really
the
bad.
Is
Yeah, that
girly pop okay?
No.
Are they good?
How? Okay, genuinely, I'm gonna ask this because I find this very interesting. How diluted do you take your mind honey?
It's like a milligram. It's like a milligram.
So,
it's like a
yeah.
1 to 10 part dilution at best.
Okay.
Like at worst, I mean.
God.
Very, very, very small. You're microdosing mind honey this morning. Okay.
I'm
This
microdosing the seizure-inducing drugs.
Every morning.
God.
Oh. That's like more shameful than putting liquor in your
This is-
coffee.
Yeah, this is
Which I
probably
imagine Dora's
closer to
doing.
what Loculo's doing is probably the human equivalent of putting fucking meth in your coffee.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. If it could be written on someone's face, you can almost imagine the Sims negative friendship symbol appearing over.
How would she know? How would she know?
I've always had canon that mind honey has a very particular and strong scent. So, like,
Right.
because honey has a very powerful earthy smell to
That's
it.
true.
Yeah.
Yes, and I imagine even just the tiny milligram of mind honey in this coffee just reeks to anyone who knows what that smells like.
Right.
I also apologize. I cut out for like a solid minute and a half there.
You're good.
And
worries.
didn't hear what led up to it, but I just heard him putting meth in his coffee.
Basically, yeah.
It's heavily diluted mind honey.
And
Which is
I felt
basically
if
meth.
She did see and understand that it would put her off.
Yeah.
Oh.
I will say
Quincy instantly does not trust you anymore.
under
There's no way he would let Marcus or Quincy see them put this in their coffee.
right.
They probably made it behind Livbin's back using the coffee machine in the kitchen.
Right.
Okay. You snuck in there? Okay.
Yeah. So, while under the facts, I'm going to say for the day, you get an additional d4 on your psychic rolls for your psionics.
I definitely agree with that.
Because
Do I get negative effects for this too?
Oh, great. He's juicing.
Negative effects to... What do you think, brains or charm? Or grit, honestly, because that's like resolve, you know?
right, probably grit. Probably a -1 to grit.
Okay, so my grit is now a neutral score because my grit was +1 before
There we go.
because of being an adult.
Right. Okay. I like that. Interesting. I can only imagine Marcus just going, "What is that smell?" Like,
Don't ask, Kenny.
Quincy is
You don't
just
need to know
white
yet.
knuckling Marcus's arm at this point.
It's liquor. Don't follow in my footsteps. I have a problem.
he gives a small salute, just goes, "Got it. All right."
Yeah, trust me, you don't want any of what he's drinking.
Nope. I don't even want it, but I don't have a choice anymore.
Hey, you gonna share that?
No.
Ooh, it would kill you.
No, bad.
Get
You
your
don't
own.
know that, of
You,
course.
you're a clown. Get your own
Eldara's
drugs.
Eldara's just got like a horrified look in her eyes, but she's trying to hold it together.
Right. But yeah, Marcus looks at everyone at the table, just goes, "Okay, all right, let me lay the scene for you guys. All right. So this is gonna be a little bit of cooperative, a lot of don't get spotted. So, from what we've gathered, the information we're looking for is essentially in a locked room in the back area of a government building. So, and he begins I imagine at this point Quincy is pulling over a essentially a whiteboard. Correct. And he begins drawing a layout of the building. He goes, "Okay, so for this, you guys, it's okay. If I'm gonna be completely honest, RVR, we kind of need your artistry to make a fuss at the front of the building, if that's okay."
He means with your spray paint.
Yeah.
No, you fucking think.
I don't know.
Just saying.
Yeah.
No need for words like that.
Jeez.
It's fine. All right. So, we need you to do some impromptu art on the front of the building. You're gonna get approached. Either you can run, or you can try and talk your way out of it. I was just running and pulling as many of them away from you as possible, away from the building as possible.
Yeah, honestly, looking at the specs for the surrounding area, if you wanted to start tagging other buildings as well and kind of lead a trail of them away, you could also definitely do that.
Yeah, that would work. Yeah, as long as it pulls the subjugglators of the area away. That's the main thing.
And also, there shouldn't be that many anyway, but just in case.
Yeah, it should be maybe 4, maybe 5, if it's a busy day. But we're midweek right now, so it shouldn't be that busy.
It should be pretty dead at the
Wait.
offices.
Yeah.
Quick question.
Yeah.
Since I was, this is out of character. Since Locula was listening in this morning on radio channels, do I know exactly how many subjugators should be on the property?
Ooh.
Yes, you would. So good call on that. You would know that a lot of the subjugators are currently in cleanup mode of the destroyed building, so there should be maybe 3. Based on the radio chatter you have heard, it would be around 2 or 3 that are going to be at the building. Most of them are going to be out in the field.
So, interrupting real quick. I was listening to radio chatter this morning. Almost all of them are on cleanup duty. There's maybe 2.
Okay. Hey, that's even better.
Wow, that's really helpful. Thanks. And he's absolutely glaring daggers while saying that.
Hey,
I am not even acknowledging Quincy.
Marcus marks down on the whiteboard just like 3 subjugulators, just like making a note of it. Just goes, all right, so since they're light on people, that would make it a lot easier to get this going because they're already light. So once subjugulators are pulled, using RVR and Divini, if you want to help out just to make sure, buddy system, all that.
Yes, I can keep an eye on them.
Yeah. For everyone else, it's mostly just getting to the locked room and opening it up and finding the file. It should be... Okay, this is where our information gets kind of faulty and hearsay. So we're looking for a file that is sealed in a case. Should be on one of the shelves in this back room. It was I guess it's supposed to be in transit soon to coordinate with other buildings and stuff so they can send out people appropriately. We're getting it before it leaves. So you're looking for a black case in a locked room in the nearish the back. It should say file room or something like that. I don't know you guys' skill set, but I'm sure you can either find a set of keys or, break the door for all I care, as long as we get it. Because if we get this, then...
Well, okay, maybe let's not be too hasty, because obviously breaking the door, you would know, would call attention that somebody had been there.
Oh, yeah.
We kind of prefer if you, maybe don't do that, because we need in and out, you know what I mean? We don't want you to get caught, and we don't want them to think that anything is wrong.
Yeah, what they said. Don't listen to me on your stealth ability. Yeah, absolutely keep it low profile. Yeah, other than that, we'll have transportation additionally. He gestures to Quincy to hand him something. Quincy hands off.
Here.
Yeah, thank you. Hands off a radio, shortwave, for Luculo. You have an idea for it. He goes, okay. I don't know who wants to be in charge of communicating, but I'm gonna be a few blocks down in my little wagon, keeping an eye on chatter just in case.
My notes say that Divini was supposed to be the leader of this mission, so maybe perhaps Divini could have the radio. You can always talk amongst yourselves, and don't listen to me.
Yes,
they gave it to me, right? To Luculo? I heard that right?
I was just saying that you would recognize it's a shortwave radio for small distances.
Okay.
Altara just sets her jaw, but she doesn't protest.
What were you saying?
Luculo pointedly looks away from the radio.
Yeah.
I don't get all those fancy buttons on those radios. I just got my little chirper here. It's just like a little fucking cricket.
I can be in charge of communication, yes. I did tell Mother that I would try my best to head the operation.
Okay. And he slides the radio over to you. It's got one of those really long antennas. It's kind of blocky. And he goes, okay.
Oh, wow.
He explains how to use it. Essentially, he's we're gonna be on channel 2. You're gonna press this button to talk and let go and make sure you're not holding it if someone else talks, so it doesn't create cross chatter. All that. He goes, okay. So, that's about it. Also, we're gonna have Halfit drive you guys and drop you off. He'll be waiting, around the backside of the building, so that, well, no. He looks at Quincy. He goes, maybe a block away.
Yeah, he'll be a block away, but he'll also have a radio, so he'll hear you if you call for distress. You know.
So you got backup.
All right.
Yeah. Any questions before we like get to it? I guess.
This is a TK question.
Okay.
How many guys did you say were in the building? 2?
3.
Like 3.
3? Okay.
Yeah, based on the
That is all.
information that Laculo had learned, most of them are on cleanup duty, so it's going to be around 3.
Cool. Thank you.
Okay. He goes, well, if no one has any questions, I guess let's get out there.
All
All
right.
right, let's hop to it, hop-alongs.
Let's get going.
All right.
Yeah, without protest, but quietly, Eldara takes a spot behind Diviny. She's very quiet.
Okay. A little bit of rivalry. So,
No.
no, not at all. You all pile into the van. Unless there's something else that y'all want to do while you're here.
I have
Hey, grab-
another TK question.
Absolutely.
Are we being given secret stealth robes?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Oh, shoot. I almost forgot. Duh. And Quincy, like, runs back to, Marcus's wagon, just, like, around back of it, and, like, lugs out, kind of like a plastic bin. And, like, he's not very strong, so he's, like, dragging it across the ground and pushing it towards where the whiteboard is. Mother has a gift for you. And he pops the lid open and he starts tossing everybody their own robe. These ones are clearly prototypes. This is like the slightly less nice version of the protesting robes that Mother crafted before. Because those ones have like tasteful drapery and they're meant to evoke the very garb of the Signless himself. Whereas these are kind of plain, like dark gray, almost black. Not a lot of drapery, but it does have a hood, and it will cover, like, your sign and, like, any distinctive markings or anything like that.
Yeah. Marcus is just like, oh, yeah, oh my gosh, I'm sorry, I'm really nervous about this. It's gonna be our first mission that's a go, aside from protests. Yeah, so these should hide, for those of you that are infiltrating, should hide anything like, notable symbols, stuff like that. It's gonna be, keeping your ID incognito.
Rayanne puts it on and puts the hood and then puts his hard hat on top of the hood.
Fashion.
Hell yeah. Yeah, you're equipped. You got that robe on, got the hard hat on top. Safety.
It's very important to me that you know he has a hard hat on.
Yeah.
He's protection against all sniper shots.
Yeah, that's how that works.
Yeah.
It is. Didn't you read the rule book? It says if you have a hard hat on, you can't get hit by sniper shot.
Yeah. Kids on Bikes, notable game with snipers.
Yeah, a lot
And
of
hard
combat.
hats.
A lot of
in,
combat.
Kids on Bike system, honestly.
Yeah. Otherwise, you guys donning your robes and heading out, right?
Uh,
Yeah.
Loculo chugs the rest of the coffee and slams it down, and there's like there's a visible purple and cream colored spark running up their horns afterwards.
Oh god.
Hell yeah. Fuck yeah, I love doing drugs, baby.
Quincy has not stopped intermittently glaring.
Oh man. But yeah, you guys clear out and enter the back of the truck where Hellfit is waiting patiently. You all see Marcus get to his trailer, unhook it from the bean sprout, and you all make your way. Bumpy ride. It's still in the process of cooling off in the evening, so in the morning, sorry, and
In the
Norning.
middle,
in the morning.
in the middle of the night.
Take some time. You all have a moment before eventually the truck comes to a stop. Halfit slides open the little window. Goes, all right. You're all out here. Call me if you need me.
Will do.
Yeah, she just goes and nods.
Hell yeah. So, RVR? Is it RVR solo run? Or is there going to be a buddy system?
I believe there will be a buddy system.
Yeah,
That is
I
up
was
to you
about to say.
guys.
Yeah, it's up to y'all.
Dave is hiding back in the bushes.
Yeah. Keeping
Well,
a
if
lookout.
she's the one, if she's part of the distraction team, should she have the radio or should someone else have the radio?
Well, she should.
That's a good point.
Oh, Well, I feel like she would have the radio because she would have to. Maybe there's 2 radios, one for each.
We could say you guys
outside,
got it too.
inside team. Mostly because now that I'm thinking about it logistically, I feel like inside team would need to have a heads up from outside team if the high bloods are going back inside.
Right.
And inside team would need to let outside team know that, like, there's still motherfuckers in the building.
Yeah, we could say you
We
guys
just
have
connect,
the radio.
We connect the chirper to the circuit
Who's
clearly.
inside
Yeah.
outside?
The radio. A horrible little cricket phone thing.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
He's got a pager.
His pager. Yeah, it's like a bug though.
Hell yeah.
Just bug
Okay,
things.
who's the inside? Who's the outside team?
Well,
That's a good question.
yeah, that is a good
Well,
question.
considering she's the distraction, ours is probably the outside team.
Divini and Arv are
Outside.
outside, and the rest of you are inside so far.
Yeah.
I suppose it would make sense if I've got the other.
The natural progression of things, yeah.
I can't think of the
When
word.
we're
Radio?
in, how about this?
I
I'll
was like,
say
handheld.
while we're in the truck.
Walkie?
While we're in the truck, Quincy is sitting there with his little legal pad, checking off boxes, and he gets to one and he squints a little bit and he goes, "Oh, duh. I do actually have another radio. Where did I put it?" And he pats down his pockets and realizes it's in the bag next to him, and he fishes it out. And he just kind of shoves it at Eldara.
Oh, thank you.
Thumbs up.
She just checks it, makes sure it works fine, fiddles with it while they're driving.
Yeah, you can test and it works fine. Yeah. So, RVR and Divini,
Yes.
you guys are first up.
Alright. So, You know the plan?
I draw them away by making some art, and then, well, that's about all I was kind of given.
I mean, yeah, that's pretty much the most of what you have to do. I am going to keep lookout, and if I see them going back inside, I will let the team know. Alright?
Alright,
Alright. Stay safe.
no promises.
I think Divny's gonna try and find a place to basically like set up her little lookout area.
Okay. Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah, like look for a little like bush area or like something. Anywhere to keep her like hidden, but also have like a view on things.
Okay. Let me see. So go ahead and since you're stealthing, and we kind of said that flight, since it's more of like you're keeping away from danger. If you want to roll me flight, I'll say since there's no one really here right now, go ahead and difficulty, we'll say 4.
Difficulty 4?
Yeah.
Alright, let's see. Light is a D10.
Nice. If you would like.
Oh, sorry. I rolled a 4
Oh, okay.
on my D10.
I was gonna say because you're not under pressure right now, you could have it and immediately succeed.
Yeah, I think.
You're stressing.
Yeah.
You're stressing. You succeed. You hide. We'll say there's like foliage in like a median that's nearby that you hide behind. As RV, you make your way to do some art.
I am going to do my best to attempt to make a very large, like, the best way I can describe it, it looks like straight out of Jet Set Radio. It's just an explosion that just says boom in front in very bold letters.
Wonderful.
Fuck yeah.
Roll grit. You're being brave. You're doing this thing.
Alright, fucking maybe I will.
Roll grit to see if your big boom explodes or not.
Yeah, hold on, my sheet's being weird.
Yeah, it's a D6 for you.
Yeah. Alright, that's a 6. It explodes.
Nice.
Ow. Alright, that's a 9.
Nice. 9 big booms.
Alright, motherfucker.
Now you have to do it. No, now you have to do it. You said it. You have to do it.
No, I'm not doing it all.
No.
So you make a really beautiful piece, actually. It is like genuine, like the lettering is really clean. You did like shadow work on it, and like the bold colors that you chose for it. It's a really good piece of work. And as you are finishing up, you see the one of the subjugglators takes a step outside. He goes, "What is that motherfucking sound?" He turns and spots you and goes, "Oh, not today." And he begins making his way. He like makes a call on his radio, and you see a couple others like poke their heads out, and this group of 3 start honking.
Oh.
They're little steps. They're wearing clown shoes. Their
Yeah.
shoes honk menacingly.
All right.
Please. What's that over there? And with that, our is just fucking dipping.
Fuck yeah. They go, what? No! Alright, and like they like run after you. Go ahead and roll me flight.
Alright. Fucking. If I remember that's my D4 if my fucking sheet wants to fix itself.
Yeah, it is a D4.
Okay, there we go. Ooh, that's a 1.
Ooh. Okay. You fail. So we could say you do get, like, down the block. But these guys, actually, let me see if they critically fail. That's the important bit. No, they crit though.
Oh.
Jesus Christ.
You make it down the block, and as you're doing that, you hear the sound of honks get closer as they close in on you. Yeah, they run up. Divinity, are you doing anything in this scenario?
Oh boy. I think that she would like. Okay, so they're. I mean, they're thoroughly distracted right now with him, right?
Yeah, currently.
I think her first thing is radioing to the others, just. Alright, they are distracted. So, but we may be already in a tough situation, so be careful. Oh boy.
Okay.
I don't know what she would do here.
You think on it. In team,
Yeah.
you guys have the go to enter. Yeah, I imagine you guys are around the corner waiting. You're all rolling?
Yes.
Yeah, you're all rolling. You start making your way.
Oh fuck!
I mean, I feel like Eldara is like leading this half of the group
Mhm.
because she
Yeah.
knows what she's doing. I don't think the rest of us know anything more than she might.
Oh. I suppose this is also flight, isn't it? Are we running? Oh.
They are distracted right now. I'll say you can, at a moderate pace, not quite running, can make your way into the building.
Okay, so do we need to roll?
No, I'll say for now, you can.
All right, we're Scooby-Doo sneaking in, guys.
Yeah.
What is quite agile?
What up?
Yeah. So
What up? What up?
she
What
just-
up? What up?
yeah, she's a little. She's not conspicuous, but definitely is sneaking around.
Okay.
But yeah, they make it in.
Yeah. You stealth into the building. You all make it inside. The cool air conditioning hits you all, and it feels quite nice, despite the semi-stressful situation of being on a mission.
Can I take a look around?
Absolutely. I believe we said that was brains, because you know what you're looking for.
I think so, yeah.
So,
I am
for
ready.
everyone who wishes to look around the station, go ahead and roll me brains. I'm going to say DC 5.
DC 5, huh?
Brains.
Never been here before,
Oh,
so.
yippee.
Yeah.
That's a 9 plus 1.
Nice.
Roll correctly into my bowl. A fucking 7 plus 1.
Nice.
I got a 5
So 3 plus 1.
flat.
Can I use an adversity token and use intuitive?
Intuitive.
That
Yeah,
means
absolutely.
spend an adversity token and get a detailed
Ask me a
look
question.
around.
Yeah. Yeah, ask about your surroundings and NPC or the like, and I must answer honestly.
Yeah, no, she's looking for any suspicious markings to lead them in the right direction.
Okay.
Not like writing or anything, but stuff left behind that might pique her interest.
Okay. I'll say, since you are using an adversity token to look around at your surroundings, behind the desk there is a key ring that catches your eye.
Ah, score! She doesn't say it that loud, though.
Everyone else, you all notice that there is a sign that has a, on placards on the wall that directs you towards certain areas, essentially.
A directory?
Yeah, a directory, but not showing everything, but you notice on the back wall there is a sign that points down the hall and says file room.
We are going that away.
There we go. Divinity, what are you doing? Back outside.
I think she is going to try and are there any rocks nearby?
Man, wouldn't it be so
Yes,
nice
the
if you had the
campaign.
rock expert with you?
I'm just thinking she's gonna try and stay in her bush but throw
At the
a
back of their
couple
heads or
rocks.
something?
Yeah, at the back of their heads to try and draw their attention
Right.
away just long enough.
I'd say you could find a rock. Go ahead and roll brawn. We'll say
Okay.
Run
DC.
or fight, depending on how you're personally feeling in the
Yeah.
moment.
Okay, I think I'm gonna probably go fight.
Okay. So you're beaming this rock at the back of one of their heads.
True malice is felt in this moment.
Yeah.
I rolled a 3 on a d6.
Okay. So I'm gonna say it's not enough. So go ahead and take an adversity token.
Okay.
It kind of.
I say how I think of it is you reel back and throw this rock, and RVR, you watch as this rock whizzes past one of their heads, and one of them ducks and just goes, "What was that?" And he turns around and looks for Divinity. I should just keep my dice out at this point.
Yeah.
Rolling
yeah,
for
you should.
NPCs.
Oh, I couldn't be more proud.
Okay, let's see. I don't think. Oh wait, yeah,
That's
the
my
one.
L'Oreal.
Oh my god, I'm rolling hot tonight. Where was this last night when I was trying to kill my party? Or 2 nights ago.
All right, listen.
We're trying to. Oh.
For Warhammer, yeah.
Fate's game.
For
Yeah.
Warhammer.
Okay. They rolled a 9 on looking around, and they spot you. He goes, "What?"
Oh.
And he turns to RV and just goes, "That's your motherfucking friend."
Never seen it before a day in my life.
And he goes, looks at one of the other ones and goes, "Watch him," and points to the other one, and the two of them start walking towards Divinity. Just goes, "Trying to assault a subjuggulator, motherfucker."
I think she is just her eyes go wide and she is just trying to get away from this fucker, but not leave her Moirail behind.
Okay,
Choose my question.
sure.
How close is the subjuggulator to me?
He's pretty close. Within arm's length.
what would the roll be in order to spray my spray can in his eyes?
Oh my god.
Shit.
Yeah, we'll
Or fight, honestly.
or fight. Fight would be more appropriate, I think.
Alrighty. Alright, so that's a 10, so that explodes.
Oh,
Jesus Christ.
That's another 10, so that explodes.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna let you hit 2 of them.
well, there's only the one. Two of them are going
yeah.
towards Divinity.
Okay.
And then that's 2 plus 1, so all in all, 23.
23 on a fight roll. You, spray paint can still in hand as the one subjuggulator is essentially scolding you for defacing the building. But he's like looking at his friends, and when he looks back to you, you just spray paint to the eyes. Immediately, he drops to the floor in pain as the chemicals seep.
Try not to breathe in too much. I'm then going to go and try and help my boy Wraith.
Okay. Yeah, okay. You're gonna go over and help your Moira. How would you like to do that, more specifically?
Trying to think of what would be a funny, like, very RBR way to help. Oh, I know. I'm just gonna look them both, kind of run up between them, just like, hey, you guys might want to go check on your friend over there. See if they do anything.
Roll charm. Why not?
Alright, that's a D10. That is a 16.
Yeah. You beat it by a
Oh,
lot.
wait, sorry, wait, hold on. Yeah, no, just a regular 16.
Yeah. You beat it by a lot. And the two turn around and just goes, not our days. And, like, they split up. One of them goes towards their buddy. And the other one, you know what? Odds or evens, Geno?
Let's go with odds.
Evens. All right. Divinity, the other one is still coming towards you.
Oh god. Yeah, she's just gonna try and run.
Okay. Roll me flight. Let me see. DC 3.
Wait, I rolled the wrong dice.
All good. Happens.
Oh, I wish I went with the other one though. That's a 1. That is a 1.
You do have 2 adversity tokens if you want to use them.
Yeah, I'll use one. I'll use one adversity token. Actually, yeah, let's use both. Wait, how does? Oh.
Yeah, you can just burn them both.
Okay, yeah, I think I'm gonna burn them both.
Yeah. You use them to get up to 3 to beat the DC, and you make it away from the clowns. We can say that you're still keeping within visual distance, just to keep it easy. You are the lookout after all.
Yeah.
But you get the fuck out of there before the subjuggulator can, like, be upon you. RV, you have a moment to dipset, or do you want to string them along as well?
Nah, I'm stringing them along still.
Okay, cool.
Real quick.
Sure.
There's still one going after, or sorry, Div is out of there now, right?
Div is out of there. But the other one is running after them. So there's just one guy on the ground tending to the one that's been spray painted.
I'm gonna go up to the one tending to the one on the ground.
Okay.
Spray painting his eyes.
Hey, if it works.
Or actually, wait. Question.
Yeah.
Can I stomp on his foot and spray paint? And like when he screams out in pain, can I spray paint in his mouth?
Roll fight. Roll fight for me, buddy.
Dude, you're gonna roll out of pain.
All right, that is a 9. Not as good as the other one, but
Yeah, not as good as the other one, but still really good. Yeah, you stomp on his fucking toes. He screams and you spray paint his mouth. Immediately choking, just fucking hacking as like he fights for his life, essentially. The guards are very thoroughly distracted at this point, I'll say.
all right. So we have see no evil, we have speak no evil. Time to go after hear no evil.
Spray painting his ears isn't gonna do much.
Get an ear infection, maybe.
I don't know, man. If someone like came up to you and like point blank put a bunch of fucking spray paint in your ear, I think you'd freak out a little.
Yeah, honestly.
Real.
That's a horrible, disgusting image that's been planted into my brain. Thank you.
It's an awful feeling.
But yeah, with that, back to the NE team.
Don't fucking say that.
The NE team, it's fine.
When I'm severance up.
Yeah, severance up. So, the indoor team, you are making your way through this building. It doesn't take long to find the file room, as you all have a pretty solid idea as to where it is, following the signage that is posted and just walking through the halls. No one really here. As advertised, they all were pretty busy. Till you come across the locked door to the file room.
Oh, I have keys. Yeah, I don't panic. I look through them and see if there's a key on there that's got a similar size and shape
Okay.
to the lock.
Sure.
Brains.
Brains. Why not? DC 4.
Okay, DC4 got a D6 plus 1. It's a 2 plus 1. Get the wrong key.
Do you have adversity tokens, or you used one for the?
I have 2 left. Yeah, I mean, I suppose I picked him up this quickly. I can use another for intuitive again.
Well, you can just use one to give it a +1 and succeed.
2. Okay.
Yeah. So, you take a look around.
Either
as
way,
you're
the answer is which is the right key.
Right. Yeah. Okay. Good point. You sift through them and you find a key that seems to be around the same size as the lock. So, or guesstimating, it's hard to look at like door handles that have the lock in the middle, but you get an idea. You try a couple and eventually you do find the right one. And it unlocks. You click it open. Yeah. What you find is a large file room.
What a surprise.
Yeah.
All right, divide and conquer, team. We all know what we're looking for.
Yeah. If everyone wants to give me brains to keep a lookout for what you've been told to look for.
And now would be a great time to mention Rayanne can't read.
All right. Is there like any digital file storage I can connect to?
We can say that there is a small computer in the back where they're starting to convert to digital file storage. You can look into that.
Yeah,
It's
I'm
all
gonna
floppy
connect to
disks,
that.
though.
They have
You
like a
said
small
brains?
server set up.
Yes, brains.
Yeah, brains.
I got a 5.
10.
Got a 5, a 10.
Fuck, I got a 2.
Oh, I'm sorry, my.
Oh, we're all doing
isn't
great.
working. One more time. Sorry, I haven't gotten it yet.
Oh wait, I have an adversity. Do I just re-roll if I use an adversity token?
No,
for
it's
this?
just a +1. What did you get?
Oh, never. I got a 2. I'm not using my adversity token.
Okay. Sure thing. You get a new one or another one.
Oh, I got.
Wait, I
got
have a question.
6. Wait,
Sure.
wait. Okay, go ahead.
What is your question?
This is really kind of fuck. I don't know the word. Anyway, I have treasure hunter. I can spend 1 adversity token to find a useful item in my surroundings. Can I do that?
Absolutely.
I also rolled a 9. A 6, it exploded, a 2, and +1.
Nice. So, we'll say, Dorda, you got a 10, correct?
Yeah.
Dorda and Rayanne around the same time. Rayanne looking for something out of their wheelhouse for once, but you both come across the case around the same time. You both make eyes on it. It is tucked away behind like one of these filing cabinets off to the side. I'll also say with the brains roll, Dorda, it looks like this was trying to be hidden in the file room.
I'm gonna take it.
Okay.
I found a file here. It's pretty well hidden. Yeah.
It's in like a case, right?
Yeah, it's in a case.
Is it a locked case?
Yes.
Does it look like something we could break open, or do we need to find the key?
You could break it open. It's pretty small.
We could just take the case back, right? Maybe that's not a great idea. What if there's like a tracker or something there?
Also, we don't have Solidexes yet. Do those exist in this time period yet?
What?
Silidexes?
The very first Sylodex technology is probably starting to roll out, but it's not common.
So maybe RV Air has one, but no one else.
Ryan, could you
Maybe.
go like
Maybe.
If he had an interest.
It's
I have
probably
a-
expensive.
I have
I bought it off of Dorda, and it's a little broken.
I have another PK question.
Okay.
Does it look like something I could bash open with perhaps a
rock?
large blunt
Rock?
object that I might have on me?
Yes,
Just gonna ask
absolutely. You
you.
could.
Can I get out a rock and just start bashing it?
Is it the concrete she gave you?
Maybe.
Okay.
That's a bit unconventional.
If you want, so Dorda, you watch as Rayanne pulls out a rock as they're looking at the lock on the case.
With
All yours,
with
Bob.
eager eyes. Excited to use rock tool.
With my 9, do I see this going down?
Absolutely.
Oh my!
I-
We could try the keys first.
Now this is more fun.
I would like the case, please.
Here we go. I hand Rand the
Thank
case.
you. He puts it down and
Ah.
just starts going at it.
Roll brawn.
Okay. It's a 2 + 1.
2
Not
plus
great.
1. Not great.
Yeah.
You try the rock. It doesn't seem to budge.
All right, you can try.
Can I get inspiration because I'm using a rock?
Even if you did get a bonus from the rock, you didn't hit it hard enough for it to really do much.
I can't believe you fucking hate me.
Suddenly, I
sucks.
want to try.
I will let you have the rock to try.
May I have a chance at it, darling? Is it brawn for me too?
Yes, but only because you're the one that gave me this rock.
Oh, well, I'm glad. All right, brawn is a D8, no additions. I rolled an 8.
An 8.
And a 6.
Nice.
Yeah, because I had a D8. That is 14.
14. Hell yeah. So, you take the rock and think, yeah, this'll work. Ting!
It's that olive blood
Well, it
strength.
was worth a shot.
No, you broke it. Absolutely.
Woo! I see why you like that.
Snap
Tossed it back to him.
the lock. It is completely broken off. You toss the rock back over to Rayanne.
My
All right,
precious.
let's take a look-see. She opens it up, kind of twiddles her fingers, and starts digging through.
Okay. All right. You find what seems to be an envelope.
Big manila.
I open that
A
bitch.
big manila envelope. You open it and you see a page that's up at the front that says classified.
Oh,
Big
here's the good
Alternian
stuff.
Official script
Yeah.
stamped right on the front.
All right.
You flip through the pages.
Yep. Hoping other people are keeping a lookout.
Yeah.
Can somebody watch the door? Make
Dorta's
sure
Dorta's
nobody's
keeping
coming
an
in.
eye.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Dorta's sticking to his name.
You start flipping through and you find a collection of papers that are stapled together with a name on it. It says
What?
The Glass Hive Project.
What's the name?
Did you not hear me?
No.
The
I
Glass...
heard Glass Hive Project.
That's the name.
That's the name of the project.
I'm sorry. I thought you were saying it would be a project and then like the name of somebody running it. My
No.
bad.
This is
Okay.
amazing that we broke the lock to the box holding the Glass Hive project. We broke the lock with a rock.
Yeah,
This
it is
is-
quite funny.
That's why I was sitting over here laughing to myself,
Fucking sweet.
trying to stay quiet.
Well, it sounds like somebody's on the right track.
Don't they
Okay.
say about the names
Can we
of
can
glass
I flip
hives?
through it slightly,
Yeah,
very quickly,
absolutely.
just to see the gist of it?
Well, it's kind of in some technical jargon.
It is
so
a
roll me
lot
the
of technical
brains.
jargon, so yeah, absolutely brains. I'm gonna say...
Sorry.
You're good. I'm gonna say, because of how this is worded in the opening prose, do me a favor. The DC is going to be 11.
Okay, and I'm rolling brains.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, my brains are D6 plus 1. 5 plus 1, 6.
6. So you can't quite gather what exactly this is. Like, it's in such like in a really weird wording. Like you're like, I don't want to say simple, but you're not military jargon type beat.
It's got some like serious teal military jargon going on. Like you can tell the best legislator must have composed this paperwork, and it is just the terms are flying right over your fucking head.
Aye. Well, some pompous asshole wrote this one. I'll bring it to Quincy.
You would probably that instinct is definitely correct. Quincy would understand what it was.
Yeah. Unless
Okay,
anyone else
team, we
wants to
got what
take a
we're
crack
looking
at
for.
it, but it's up to y'all.
Yeah, we
Apologies.
should head on out.
So while she was doing that, reading the file or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
I will say Ran is looking for files on rocks.
Okay.
Yeah, important.
I need to know if he finds any. However, I must know this.
Roll of brains.
Yeah, roll brains.
I'm doing it. I got a 5.
5. I'm gonna say you can't quite find any files on rocks specifically.
Fuck.
So take an adversity token. Good try though.
I do slip it into my backpack, and then I try to look around similar spots where we found it to see if there's anything that's related to the same project.
Files that are related.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, like any projects that might conflate with it. See if I spot any like buzzwords that were in my scan through. And other things.
Okay, you can take a look around. You don't seem to see any files that are like physically around. There is always the computer to try and look through as well.
Oh, Kulo, did you find anything, honey?
Nothing of use.
She tenses up at the word honey. She realizes that she may have made a mistake.
Lapulo pointedly ignores that shit, but you do see an extra aggressive spark of purple go up.
It wasn't intentional. I'll say she looks very bashful.
But yeah, no, nothing important. But I think we should probably wipe these files. There's still some pretty fucked up shit in here.
If you can do it in under 5, by all means.
I'm going to immediately pump a load of my psionics into this server until it overloads.
Okay.
You're gonna what?
Okay, I do want
She
to
steps
ask.
back.
I do
Insane.
want to ask. After being told in your meeting by Quincy that the point of this was stealth, are you in fact going through with wiping their systems?
I'm figuring that because they're still in the process of transferring these systems, there's no way they're gonna fucking notice shit until we're long gone.
Okay.
Copy that.
But yes,
We'll
Pumping-
go for the computer.
I am overloading this server from the inside.
Sure thing. Go ahead. Roll me 3d4 for your psionics roll. I'll say DC 4. Essentially, if you roll over 4, then it goes through without any issues.
Okay, that's 4 plus 3 plus 2.
Nice.
So 9.
Yeah, 9. You feel there's like a static in the air as they focus on this computer, and you watch as the screen fizzles out, and you hear a faint of the pop of electricity somewhere else.
Hell yeah.
Uh-oh.
Was that supposed to happen?
I hope that wasn't important.
I mean, I kind of hope it was, so that they don't have it.
I was just gonna say, I feel like we're not gonna be spending too much more time here, so why do we care?
Yeah.
Are you
I
done?
hope it's not something they'll notice anytime soon.
We should go if you're done.
As Eldara
I'm-
says,
Now.
anytime soon, you hear kind of a of the lights powering down and back on again.
Oh boy. You know, I think we should start huffing it.
I second that motion.
Let's go. Let's go.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
she leads the way
disconnected him. I disconnect him and I'm running.
Give me some flights.
Yeah, roll flight for everyone.
Oh yay!
Yippee! My D20! I finally get to roll it.
This is one of my worst ones.
That's
Yay.
a 16.
Holy shit.
I'm out of there. I gotta get out of here.
That's a fucking one. That's a fucking one.
Nice.
Like,
Oh god.
Mute, babes.
Sorry.
I got a natural 20.
Holy shit, really?
Oh, roll again.
Roll
It
again.
explodes.
Oh shit, you're right. I get to roll again. Let's go.
You're professionally skedaddling up in here.
I got 29 total.
Okay, I have
Nice.
We're doing flight. I've got a D12. I got
It's his
An
cloak. It makes
11.
him more aerodynamic. Oh, they're wearing the robes right now. It's
Oh,
his
yeah.
hard hat makes him more aerodynamic.
Yeah. So,
Yeah, Eldara got an 11.
nice. I will say, for everyone else, it is a stealthy exit very quickly. Lakulo, you,
I want to say, Loculo, because of your connection previously to the systems or whatnot, I want to say you left kind of a psychic trace that you weren't planning on leaving. And as you're leaving, because you had this connection to the system, the security camera at the back door
oh, I didn't think there were cameras.
points directly at you.
Do I notice the security camera?
I'll say so.
You do indeed.
Yeah,
You would know
I'm
that
gonna
this
immediately
model
use my
isn't
telekin.
associated. It's not like the type of camera that moves. It's like an automatic camera that moves based off of certain data points. It's not being moved by an individual.
Yeah, as soon as I see it, I'm gonna use my telekinetics to try and crush it.
Hell yeah. Roll fucking 3d4. Hell
Motherfuckers in panic mode. Motherfuckers.
No, understandable.
yeah. Understandable.
Hey, do my psionic dice also explode?
Yeah. I'd say
Okay,
so.
so that's a 2 and a 4. So here's my, because I only have two d4s.
Right, yeah.
Okay, and then for my fourth roll, because one of them exploded, that's 2 3s. So 4 2 3 3.
You got it.
Nice. Yeah. You, through a panicked thought, look at the camera and immediately it shatters and like implodes on itself as you crush it with your psionics. You make your way out.
It is survival instinct time.
Correct. You get the fuck out of there. Divinity, you have since lost the guard or the subjuggulator a few blocks back and have circled around. They are kind of collecting themselves. Not Dorda. Sorry, I looked at your name and said it. RV.
Whoa.
RV, I imagine you've done some nice more redecorating to the building.
I think after the whole mouth spray paint thing, I've probably gone after my white rail.
Right. Okay. So you and Divinity meet up. Dorda, when you exit the building, you are clean out of there. You are making a fucking exhaustive effort to make sure you are out of the fuck of the building. As you're leaving, you notice the boom that is on the wall, and you recognize the art style as the same one that was on your car when you walked by it.
Oh, you're fucked. You fucked up.
You what?
Do we get like one of those dolly zooms? Like
it's like it's the Star-Lord dolly zoom, just like
Star-Lord what?
You what?
Around that time, Arvier and Vinny are kind of hiding out at the corner of the block as they watch you all exit the building. Yes, perfect. The dolly zoom. Yeah, you all make it out. No guards are in sight aside from the two that are like one choking on paint, the other one who can't see anything right now.
Now we just need one with its ears spray painted so it can
Yeah.
hear people.
we haven't seen the third one.
Yeah. But yeah. You guys making it over to Halfit?
Yeah, I meander
Yeah.
over.
Hell yeah. As you all are approaching the truck, Halfit, over the radio, just, Marcus, they're out. We're good. You hear on the other end, through the garbled radio, just, nice! Meet you guys back at the Beansprout.
Stock.
Beanstalk, sorry. Yeah. Fuck, he would know better.
No, that's its code name.
Yeah,
Beansprout.
Beansprout.
They'd never expect a whole
That's actually the secondary smaller location to the bean sprout.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's still
obviously.
being built.
It's the garden shed.
Yeah.
Aww.
But yeah, you all pile into the truck and make your way back.
Dorda is staring daggers.
Where? At who?
At RV.
You know. You know.
That little runt.
You
The
know for a fact,
tension in that fucking van is insane.
you know for a fucking fact, Arvi has the biggest shit-eating grin he has ever had.
Eldara's just like counting heads, making sure everybody's got their fingers.
Loculo's definitely like looking a little nervous because they're not going to tell anyone about the fact that they were spotted on a camera. They are keeping that shit locked and hoping it doesn't bite them in the ass.
That won't come back.
Oh,
If you just
No,
don't
of
think
course
about it,
not.
it didn't happen.
of course not.
Diviny, do you think anyone would be able to pick you out if they saw you again?
I don't exactly think so. I don't know if they got a good enough look at me. I tried to at least stay hidden, but it's it
Do you have
could
your
be
hood
an
on?
issue. Oh yeah. It's like yeah.
Well, were you
I-
hiding your face or not?
Yes, I was. I
Good.
I completely forgot that we had hoods for a moment.
Loculo was probably wearing their hood when they were caught on camera, weren't they?
Yeah, but the glowing purple and cream eyes are a little distinctive.
Yeah,
It's
but
true.
at least you don't have a face.
True.
I have a face.
Okay, good. Well, it sounds like on both ends that was a success. We're already driving, right? I don't want her to talk if we're not
Yeah.
moving
Yeah,
yet.
you're like on your way back.
Okay. We got what we were looking for, and nobody died. Good job, Diviny.
Nobody died yet.
I'd like to think that it's a success, so thank you.
Arvir, what did you do to them? And why?
There's nothing too bad. They're just gonna be, inhaling fumes for a while.
Well, I guess that's what they get for, supporting a terrorist. She has just no idea how to respond to this. She's just trying to justify it in her head.
Right.
Vibes.
You guys make it back. You all hop out of the truck when you arrive at the Beanstalk, and you see Marcus is like plugging back into the building. You make your way through the main doors. When Marcus meets up with you all inside, he looks so excited. It's like almost manic. He's like, holy shit, my first mission went so well.
Feeling all right, bud?
Oh, I'm
Got
doing
the
it.
rush?
Yeah. Oh my gosh, I'm doing so good. So you guys got it, right?
Yeah, it's right here. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure your little pale mate also wants one. So here you go.
What?
Oh, the schedule. What they stole.
Oh, yes. Thank you. And he, like, slams his legal pad shut and grabs it from you.
It's a bit dense, I'll say, but I'm sure you'll make short work of it.
You guys did a really awesome job. Thanks, Eldara.
Ah, it's nothing. Got a good team here. I wasn't the one who found it, though. It was actually... Wait, it was, Rayanne?
Oh!
Rayanne.
I knew we picked the right team.
It was Rayanne and who else?
Who? What?
Two people found it at the same
Oh,
time.
Rayanne and Dorda.
Dorda.
Oh, yeah, it was Rayanne and Dorda. Oh, it did help that I had the keys. She's just, like, a little proud of herself.
And the rock.
Oh! That's true. But that's your rock. It was your choice. Your idea.
I wouldn't have this rock if you didn't give it to me. So you deserve some credit too.
Well, I'll take it. Thank you. But you should take some credit too.
I'm not saying I didn't do anything.
Well, all right. Everybody did their part. She's just relaxed that they're back home now.
Right, yeah. You can see Marcus is like peering into the manila folder as he's trying while like looking over his boy's shoulder, and he's gonna make a roll. Wow, this is rolling for a long time. Okay.
Oh, roll for jargon.
Roll for jargon. He succeeds.
Yay!
Whoa.
Yeah.
I succeed or you succeed?
Marcus.
Okay.
He's reading over. I imagine that Quincy automatically would succeed.
Quincy doesn't even need to roll.
Yeah. So
his whole wheelhouse.
They're both looking over it, and Marcus goes, "Hey, maybe we grabbed the wrong file, or this is related." And he like
You're
looks
joking.
at Quincy, and he goes, "Maybe we should ask Mother."
Quincy, I would say, is reading the files. He's on like page 3 or such, studying it intently, and he looks concerned. And he's like, well, I mean, no, because it's the name of the project.
Yeah, that is. Maybe it's just a satellite.
What? No, tell me. What's that face mean?
No,
What's
no.
the whispering?
Elder, I promise you didn't do anything wrong. I think that maybe, from how Mother had talked about it, me and Marcus maybe had the wrong idea. I think Mother could probably clear this up, but it's Aaron's day, isn't
Well,
it?
what
Yeah.
did you think it was?
Well, we thought it was like troop movements and something to do with a big bad subjugglator threat, and like timetables and stuff. And there are timetables on here, but it's a lot of movements in the asteroid belt and something about a satellite and something about, I don't know, I'd have to read it over a couple of times. I'm sure it's fine.
It's weirdly written and like kind of vague, but there's a satellite that this is talking about, and like it's not specific about it. It's just talking about a satellite, like
technology or
like something orbiting the
or
planet,
like a planet.
Are there any blueprints?
Not exactly. No.
No,
It's all really vague.
Oh, I see what it is. And he's flipped to the very last page, and in the very corner it says see Appendix B. There is no Appendix B.
Fuck.
I knew we should have looked for a minute longer.
Oof. Well,
Technical success, technical
we
failure.
didn't know either to be
Yeah,
able to
so
be
I
with
mean, I'll take a win. You know, we got what we.
A partial win is still progress.
Yeah.
We can use this. We can use this. Okay, well,
Something.
I'm
we
sure
can
Mother
be with
will think
Mother.
it's really great anyway.
Yeah, more than likely.
Oh,
I mean,
sure. Half work is great.
The
present.
the mission was to go and get one file, so we did the mission.
yeah, we did the mission.
You know,
So
Yeah,
mission successful.
we did the mission.
Mission successful.
One feather beast in the hand is better than two in the bush.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
What?
That saying is super common, and
I've
it
definitely heard that before.
absolutely fits this situation.
Sure. Passing grades and all.
Well,
Yes, we did it.
I guess whenever Mother's
Heidi.
back, we can talk to her about it.
She'll know what to do.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, team.
Good
Great
work,
job.
team.
And they all kind of have a small celebration of sorts. I'm tempted to do something kind of weird to end out the session again.
You should.
'Cause I
Do
like-
it.
We like.
I like
We
it.
like
No
your
balls.
weird.
You
I
won't.
love weird.
No balls.
No
That's
balls.
Weird. Balls.
Okay. Let's do something weird.
Yay!
Dorda?
Oh no.
Everybody does Molly.
Your chirper chirps.
Sorry.
Your chirper chirps,
No.
letting you know
Let's
of
see.
a phone call coming in.
Hold on, I gotta answer this. Hold on. I like pull it out, you know. Pull it up. to my
Giant
ear.
brick phone.
Hello?
Yeah.
Hello, I'd like to purchase 500 Condes bobbleheads.
Finally, a lucky break for
Is your
Dora.
refrigerator running? You better go catch it. No,
For a moment, the line is silent. You can hear very faintly someone breathing, but
Yeah.
no words are coming through.
Right then.
do you
Hello?
answer the phone at all? Okay.
Yeah. Hello. Hello. Is this? Who is this? Come on. Hello. You just gonna keep breathing like a little weirdo? Oh God.
So,
Oh God. Are you calling about a bounce check? Oh shit.
also the comment, hello,
mean,
we've been
no,
trying
you
to
aren't.
reach you about your car's extended warranty goes crazy. So it remains silent as you're checking in and like going through possible options, and then eventually you hear on the other side, you don't know, do you?
Guess you could say I'm a little in the dark here. Yeah. Do I recognize the voice at all?
No.
Okay.
Santa Claus.
This voice is nothing you've heard before. Like, this is not a voice you recognize. And on the other side of the line, just here. Do you know you're different?
You know, I usually hear that as an insult against me, but maybe.
No insult. You are different now, correct? Maybe you don't realize yet. But you are.
Okay.
Something is going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
And you cannot stop it.
Oh, okay. Definitely trying to pick up money again. All right. You know,
Before you hang up, you'll receive a call at a pivotal moment. Make sure to pick up.
all right. Same number, I suppose.
You hear a small laugh on the other side. Same number.
All right. What do I put you in my contact list here as?
A friend.
All right. Later.
And you're
Dorda
hanging up.
hangs up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dorda hangs up, adds the number into his contacts list as Bud.
But
That is crazy.
that's so good. And that
How
is
many
where
times does he get calls like this?
I'm pretty sure this is a semi-regular thing for him.
this I'll lay the scene actually for like frequency of calls like this. There is a pretty common chance. It's usually like just weirdos trolling. This felt uncomfortably serious for a troll. Like usually it's just someone fucking with you, but like it's the tone is different comparatively to the others.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like it's somebody fucking with me or like somebody cryptically trying to like get me to pay a bill or something or like
Right.
scam me.
Yeah, like sometimes it's
There's
someone trying
there's
to
an
sell you
eerie amount of
something,
what's the word? Like a genuine,
right.
like a or what's the word? It's like a quantity of genuineness, whatever.
Like you can kind of tell when
It's
someone's being
sincereness,
forthright.
sincereness
Yeah,
in it.
sincereness or like
Yes.
being forthright
Yeah.
generally.
Sincerity.
Sincerity. Yeah, God, that word just escaped me.
Yeah.
But yeah,
It's
okay.
So
Hmm.
that is where we're ending tonight's session.
Woo!
A couple things are in order. First and foremost, I hope you all are having a good time. But we have
They're the biggest bitch.
a biggest bitch.
Make
to
sure
do.
to like, comment, and
Make sure to
subscribe
like,
while you're
comment,
at it, guys.
subscribe. So for
Hit
those
that
who
notification bell.
for those who are uninitiated, we have what is called Biggest Bitch. Thank you, Geno, for making it.
Hello.
At the end of every session, we post a poll in our chats. There's a viewer poll and also the player poll. We all vote on who we think was the MVP of the session. Now, at the end of the poll, whoever is decided as the biggest bitch, they get to ask me one question per winner, and it could be about anything, the world, just random stuff about their character, NPCs, and I have to answer honestly, or choose not to answer. Am I allowed to vote a damn? I don't know, man.
Yeah, you're allowed to vote.
Yeah. It's in the community server. I think I might also just post it in the chat. If that's fine with everyone. Should be.
Yeah.
I kind of just assumed you were doing that already.
Yeah. It's there in the chat for those who wish to vote. I'm giving it around 5 minutes before I conclude and check on who the winner is.
RVR's gonna get it again. I'm predicting it.
You can feel it.
I don't know.
It was the fucking spray painting in the eyes. I don't know.
I was a fan of Rayanne this session, personally.
Oh, it said DM.
Yeah,
I'm sorry. Oh, it's
that was
fine.
cool.
I, as much as I love to ask myself questions, I think it's not fair.
Yeah, I don't think that you can put either of us down.
Yeah, it would be funny though. Thank you for the vote, though. I appreciate it. But yeah, the vote can be about anything, but I have to give a genuine answer.
Or no answer at all.
Yeah, or no answer at all. We shall see. So currently, that is 4 votes in our player one. Let's see.
I'm just looking at the ship chart. I just finally saw it. Y'all. It's a little presumptuous. It's hilarious.
That's not my
though.
opinion. That's not my opinion. That's Igneous's opinion.
It's
Yeah.
really
Got
funny.
it.
It's really funny because in my brain, like, Divini does not, like, see the rivalry there. So it really is just, like, really funny to imagine just Eldara just, like, shooting daggers at Divini when she, like, speaks up, and Divini just, like, mindlessly, like, yeah.
It's not even daggers. It's not even daggers. It's like she's trying to analyze her to figure out how to be better.
It's like,
I've
what's
only
your
now
fucking
noticed-
Yeah, and
deal?
Igneous is
Stop
seeing
stealing
that,
my
and he's
fucking
going.
thunder.
He's
only now
seeing that, and
noticing-
he's going. That's what pitch is, right? And writing it down.
I'm just now noticing the fucking spade with Dorda in his briefcase.
Who has not
For
voted
reference-
in votes chat?
I voted.
You voted?
I voted.
You voted?
I voted.
I as well.
I posted the art in the chat.
Yeah. There's only 7 votes, which means
Oh.
currently only.
I meant also the player one, the one in votes chat for Damocles Rising, us. We have our own personal one to decide as well.
The one you put in the community hub is the same one as the one you put in the private Damocles server.
No,
in
the
votes
voting
chat,
channel.
there's a
There's
separate
an
poll.
in Discord
Yeah,
one.
keeping them separate so that we can have whoever wins the internal one gets a question. Whoever wins the external
Oh,
one gets
okay.
a question.
I did not vote on this one.
Oh,
I already put my
I
vote in
don't-
on the community one, so I guess I'll just abstain on this
No,
one.
you can vote for this one as well. I don't mind.
Can I do the community one as well? Actually, that's gonna take fucking forever. My mouse is not working with me.
voted.
Okay. Okay, fine.
We're waiting on one more for... Oh, there we go. Okay. So, while we're waiting for the community one to finalize in the last 3 minutes, the player one is a tie between Arvier and Rayanne.
I had it last time. Give it to
Well,
Rayanne.
honestly, looking at the community poll as well, it's also pretty evenly split for the most part between RV and Rayanne. So a question for each of you.
Yeah.
Well, shit, alright.
Yeah, you both get a question.
One day I'm gonna be biggest bitch. One day.
You'll get your moment, I assure you.
I have a question locked and loaded too, so.
Hell yeah.
If
You got-
both of these players don't have a question in mind, they could pass it off to you.
You got something, TK?
I have a question. Are we how like directly attached to, or is it any question? Like we can ask whatever the fuck we want.
Whatever the fuck you want, and I will ask and confirm that that is the question you want.
Okay. So I want to know if the footage from that camera that Loculo broke has gotten saved somewhere.
Okay. So the question is whether the footage from the camera was saved somewhere.
Yes.
Okay. To answer honestly, the server that maintains most data collected throughout the entire building had a fuse blown by Loculo moments before. So even if it could record, it didn't have anywhere to go. So no.
All right. Thank you.
However, what I said before does still stand. because Lokulu rolled so poorly on stealth, there is a psychic imprint that will match his psionic signature, if checked.
If
Yes.
checked. And mind you, that's if they check. Big if.
Big if.
Big if. Geno.
Alright. My question is, those 3 subjugulators, will they remember us and therefore possibly report us?
So, the question being, will they remember and report you?
They'd
Correct.
recognize you. Probably.
Well, yeah, probably.
They would recognize you. They would probably report that, like, put out a report that you had defaced the building and spray painted 2 of their subjugulators. Whether they're gonna put out a APB on a young troll that with spray paint, I mean,
They'd probably recognize you in a lineup, but they don't know what your sign is.
yeah.
And they don't know your name.
Nope.
So they can't, like, come knocking on your door necessarily. But
Alright, well, that was mine.
Okay. With biggest bitch over, let's give a. Oh wait, unless Julie's internet just died right then.
Boom.
damn.
Rip.
It should be in VOFT Damocles Rising. The
Yeah,
shipping
that's
chart.
where. Yeah.
In the community hub, yeah.
Nick's been terminated.
Connection failing.
Oh shit! I
R.I.P.
didn't.
Julie.
I didn't know our talk sprites went away if we disconnected.
Yep.
Bye, Eldara.
Once a character
get,
dies,
get fucking yeeted, bitch.
Yeah.
I can't wait for Dorda to get murdered in a horrible car accident the second his car gets repaired.
No.
Onigiri brings up an excellent point. There's a chance it may not get much further because the clown superior would find it funny they got taken out by spray paint.
Oh, 100%. And also, it was by a like cast individual. So, they would treat it like how. Never mind. That's a charge statement. They would laugh it off, essentially.
Now you get it. Now
Yeah,
you
that-
get
that-
it. About to say something
I
and going,
under-
I shouldn't say that.
I understand where
you
you were probably going with that,
Yes.
unfortunately.
Definitely know it was gonna be Zed.
RV
Yes.
very much wanted to play that entire situation out like a 3 student skit.
If only there was a recorded thing that Julie could watch back.
Honestly.
You know, that you bring up a great point. We do, in fact, don't worry, if you came in late on this episode or if you missed our first 2 episodes, all of them will be in the Damocles Rising playlist on the VOFT channel.
But we don't have a funny name for the episode.
You can watch them.
I have a suggestion.
What's your suggestion?
Good morning to rebellion.
That's a good. One.
That is good, actually. Good morning to Rebellion. Hell yeah.
I'll take it.
Let's see. So, to finish out, hello. I am one of your humble dungeon masters. I am Bryce. You find me here on VOFT primarily. I'm in a few other projects, but you gotta really search for me. I'm not present online, so don't look me up. You shall not perceive me. And to my side, it's Bug.
Wow. Hello. I am Bug, your co-DM. It was a pleasure performing for you today. You can find me on VOFDubs. I'm about a third of the cast, so you really can't miss me. You can also find me on Voxus and on Blue Sky if you care to look me up. I similarly don't have much of an online presence, but sometimes my headmates post their art on Blue Sky, so go check that out. Yeah.
All right. Next up, Playing Luculo is River.
You can find me primarily right now VOFT, but I do also have I am also a few roles in a few other Homestuck voice projects, none of which are out yet, except for a brief cackle as Hal in VHS Dubs episode 4. Not Hal, Cal, the puppet. And I'm gonna end my note by saying Onigiri's suggestion of "say it, don't spray it" is also really fucking good.
It is pretty good.
Wait, it has to be a pun, though. That's pretty good.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Let's see. Next up is playing Dorda, Max.
Yeah. You can find me on one of the two evil websites of Twitter or Blue Sky with my @ I also go by Maxi Miles on some things because I'm lazy. Yeah. Watch Project Soundpage! Watch Project Soundpage! Ooh, you want to watch Project Soundpage?
You want to watch Project Soundpage so bad.
I can't speak for others, but I personally have already watched the episode 1 animatic like at least 30 times.
Mood.
Watch it again.
Me too.
It won't hurt you.
I will.
It won't hurt.
I watch that shit weekly.
So, playing Eldara is
gives me
Julie,
so much pain.
but Julie's
Simon's
internet
Crystal
died,
Skull.
so you can find them, for the most part, online on their @ They are here on VOFT playing Kanaya, along with a few other roles, I believe, or are they just Kanaya?
They are Nana and Mama Lond on VHS.
There we go.
Oh, nice.
You can find them there. Otherwise, check the @ on the Hell sites. Next
And
up,
I believe they're also Calliope in the Crow Strider AU dub.
yeah.
That is correct.
Nice.
Next up, we have playing Divini, Mel.
Hi, I am Melanie Archer. You can find me mostly here at VOFT because I run this place. I also do too many voices to name here. You can find me at Melanie Archer VA on both Blue Sky and on YouTube. I occasionally post solo voice acting stuff over there occasionally. You can also find me also on Project Soundpage. I'm also voicing Rose over at Podfeels. I'm voicing Kenkri at Crow Strider AU. Dirk over at VHS and a
So-
lot of other places.
Too many characters to name, but just enough to name the other projects.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm fucking
Real.
with you. All right. Next up, playing RVR, Geno. Hello.
Hi, I'm Geno. You can mainly find me here at VOF, but also on my deathbed, still waiting for that McChicken.
You didn't give me your address, dog.
No, fucking, maybe I will. Other than that, like I said, you can mainly find me here as Zephyros, also as Problem Sleuth, and a few other characters. Otherwise, try not to find me.
Bugs.
On X mainly, or not X. Fuck. On Blue Sky. Fuck. Anyway, just move on to the next scene.
Okay. The scene changes through a clip art scene transition, and it goes to last and definitely least, TK, playing Rayanne.
Hi, I'm TK. I've been your killer rock this evening. You can find me here every other Monday doing this, Damocles Rising. Especially if you like and subscribe and comment, then I'll definitely be here. You can also find me at Project Soundpage, because I do the sound page. It's my sound page. Yippee! And
Yeah.
you can catch a lot of the people here sometime this month.
End of next week.
End of next week. Oh shit.
That's gonna be the
Doing
very
a fun
last one,
charity
yeah.
Right here. You will find many of these people right where
All of
you're
us.
sitting.
I think everyone. I don't know.
Yeah, everyone here.
No, yeah,
Everyone
single
here.
one of us.
Everyone here
in
will be
some
there.
degree or another.
It will be roughly 15 hours. So
15 and a half.
just stop by. Just stop by and you'll
Yeah.
probably see it
Stop by,
happening.
you'll see someone. I'm only there for one segment, and that's fine with me because it's going to be very
We have
intense.
not
Because it's a
announced what it is.
4-hour segment.
We've not announced
It is a
what
4 hour.
Let's stop skirting around this and say VOFT is holding a 15-hour charity live stream on Friday the 13th. Yes, this Friday the 13th, June 13th. We will be streaming for 15 hours. We have a ton of events, which a lot of us here in this call will be present for. We are doing another Alternian TTRPG game during that live stream. It's a little one-shot, and joining
Same
us for
system.
that will be two lovely members of the current Homestuck writers team. So, we have a lot planned, and we do hope y'all will hang out with us.
The schedule will be posted soon on all of VOFT's socials, I imagine, including the community tab here on YouTube. So you can see exactly what's happening, when it's happening, and who's going to be there. We are partnering with a bunch of different projects for this. We have VOFT, obviously, Project Soundpage. There's VHS. There's
Broadway Stuck.
Funk
And of
McLovin.
Funk
and of course, the
McLovin,
HSBC official team.
Yeah,
Yes, and
HSBC.
the HSBC team, including members of the HICU.
It's kind of a big deal.
Yeah.
We really hope
It's a
There are
big
lot of
deal.
people.
show up.
Oh,
we
and we
will
will be
raising
selling
money.
stickers. We'll be raising money for the Lambda Legal organization, which is an organization that has been fighting for LGBTQ plus rights since 1973.
Yeah.
Which is a long
Somewhere in there.
time. And in addition to just normal donations, you are also able to purchase stickers and charms that will 100% proceeds benefit Lambda Legal.
Yeah.
We hope to see you there.
It's gonna be awesome.
Yeah, make it to my one-shot fucking segment, because I'm hype as fuck about it.
And I'm gonna be playing
so
it,
cool.
so instead of being a DM, I actually get to play, which is gonna be fun.
Alternatively, you could drop by for the earliest non-opening opening ceremony slot to see the event that made this all happen. Dress for the Empress.
Yeah.
Yeah. This
Where
all
we will be playing Dress to Impress, and the people who get the least stars will be killed live on stage.
Yeah.
Very true.
All for charity. Keep in mind, all for charity.
That's
all for
right.
charity.
We're killing our
All for
friends
charity.
for charity.
The fork donated from the Condis herself.
Yeah.
yeah.
All right. So, with that,
Alright.
thank you all for joining us tonight. I hope you all have a good one.
Bye.
Bye.